graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. Kahok.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we get you ready for this Class 7A second round football showdown between your Collinsville Kahawks and the Warriors of Lincoln Way West. And once again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome everyone in to the pregame show brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, as you can see on the screen, we are back up and running with the huddle camera. I'm hoping at some point that it actually focuses in on the field so you don't get the black shadows on the top and the bottom, but we're hoping that's going to work itself out as we move along. So let's do that. Let's move along here. Collinsville comes into this contest with a record of 6-4 under their third-year head coach Colton Rhodes, who now sports a record of 23-8 in his almost 3 years. Lincoln Way West, they come into this contest at 8-2 on the year. Their head coach is Luke Lokamp. He is in his fourth year, and he has a record of 21-14 heading into this contest. Kahawks return here to Kahok Stadium after picking up the program's first ever road playoff win last week with a 20-15 victory at Maine West High School in Des Plaines, Illinois. And that leads us to this first ever home game for the second round of the Class 7A playoffs. Last year's team picked up the first ever playoff win at Collinsville High School with a 14-12 win over Bradley Bourbonnais here at Kahok Stadium. The first ever round two appearance by the Kahawks then ended on the road the following week with a 44-15 loss at Brother Rice High School in Chicago. So now Collinsville looks for the program's first ever second round win here at Kahok Stadium. Collinsville got the win last week with senior Darren Pinnell and junior Chase Reynolds each hooking up with touchdown passes to senior wide receiver KJ Thorpes-Watt before the defense had to fend off a late game push there by Maine West. Collinsville gained a hard-fought 218 total yards of offense in the win, while Maine West piled up 386 total yards in the loss. The Lincoln Way West Warriors come to Kahok Stadium after a 40-14 first-round win at home over Hoffman Estates last Friday night. The Warriors started their season with 2 wins, a 41-7 win at home over Plainfield Central before a 20-18 road win at Oswego East. Week number 3 saw Lincoln Way West suffer their first of 2 losses on the year when Belleville East traveled north and beat the Warriors 28-14 on their home turf. The Lancers, by the way, in case you forgot, started Collinsville season off by handing the Kahawks a 24-21 loss in a Week 1 meeting at Belleville East. Lincoln Way West then went on to win their next 4 games, 28-21 in overtime over Lincoln Way Central, 38-28 at home versus Bolingbrook, a 23-0 shutout at Stagg, and a 41-17 win at home over the aforementioned Bradley Bourbon A team. The only other loss for the Warriors came in week number 8. That was a 25-17 loss at Homewood Flossmoor. And Lincoln Way West closed the regular season with a 31-23 home win versus Andrew. I had a chance a little while ago to catch up with both of the head coaches squaring off in this contest today, so we'll take our first break. And when we come back, my visit with Luke Lokamp, the Lincoln Way West head coach. That'll come your way next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show rolls on here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to be too bad, and I had heard some research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain, and it just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. Surgery before, this time I feel like I'm back on my much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last. Honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. One more home game at least coming your way, and that takes place this afternoon as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Lincoln Way West Warriors. And joining us now is Warriors head coach Luke Lokank. So, Coach, let's start off with you, man. You spent 8 years as a defensive coordinator under your predecessor, Dave Ernst. So tell me how that helped you in your push to be a head coach, and now you're that head coach. How much did that help?
Helped a great amount. I've known Dave since I was a kid, actually, so I've known him about 30 years, and he's still on the staff as the offense coordinator. Chip has really grown, but it was a great transition, because we did it together when we came to West about 12 years ago, and it was a great transition and an easy transition.
Your first year, unfortunately, was the pandemic year. Tell me a little bit about how that year went.
Well, that year felt like it was 10 years, 10 seasons. But, we adapted well. Just like everyone else, you had to adjust daily. Heck, you had to adjust by the hour, it seems like sometimes. But we were able to keep the program afloat and end up having a nice spring season.
Last year, though, you did miss the playoffs, so a nice rebound for your team this year, making the playoffs. Tell me about your season.
Season's been going very well, getting help from multiple kids, stepping up when the time is needed. Has played tough physical football, and we're looking forward to another tough physical game today.
You and us have one opponent in common, and that would be the Belleville East team, the Lancers. We lost to them in week 1. You guys lost to them in week 3, so tell me a little bit about that game and what you thought about the Lancers.
Oh, great program, well coached, very explosive team. Class act. It was a fun game for us, but just didn't come out on top of it.
Tell me a little bit about the game that you had heading into this one, the one you won last week.
Hoffman Estates was a great first round matchup. Another excellent team. You get to the playoffs, that's what you're going to play is excellent teams. But kids came out ready to go, and was really satisfied with their mental approach of the week and getting a round 1 victory.
Tell me a little bit about your team. Say you were the head coach of Collinsville and you scouted the Warriors. What would you think about your team?
I probably think the same thing that I see of Collinsville. Well-rounded, well-coached, disciplined team. Whole bunch of guys who love football and will do anything for their team to win.
All right, so let's reverse that now. You've had a chance to see some film on the Collinsville Kahawks. What worries you about them?
They're a very talented group on both sides of the ball. You can tell the leadership that the quarterback has and the leadership that the linebackers have amongst their particular units. It's very impressive to watch on film. It's one of those things that when you see it on film, you can tell they're probably the leaders of the school. They're probably basketball players and baseball players and things like that. They're fun to watch.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck today.
Hey, thanks a lot.
That is Luke Lokank, the head coach for the Lincoln Way West Warriors. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll talk things over with Collinsville's head coach, Colton Rhodes. We'll do that in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. Revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means injured tissue, new injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. Very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to
No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville, open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just finding where it hurts to promote. That's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this. And honestly, I feel like I can play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network back at Kahok Stadium as we get you set for the 7A second round playoff game between Collinsville and Lincoln Way West. And joining us now is Collinsville's third-year head coach, Colton Rhodes. Man, you just keep on checking boxes off the old history, don't you, man? You got your first playoff win last year, first road playoff win this year. The only thing left is to get the first ever quarterfinal berth.
Yeah, that's the goal today is get that first one. Man, it's been a great ride these past 2 years and now this year. But, as long as we can keep checking boxes off, we're going to be on the right track.
All right, let's go back to last week's game, 20-15 win over Maine West, who came in at 9-0, and you got that first ever road playoff win. It was quite the exciting game, especially there at the end.
Yeah, it got a little crazy there at the end with the interception, ruled touchback, then not, and then them scoring real quick there. So things got a little bit crazy there at the end. I mean, the game was full of adversity that we were facing as a team, but I'm happy we stuck through it and beat a 9-0 team, and a team that only given up like 50 points on defense all year. So I'm really proud of the way the guys played last week.
Both you guys and Made West had a little trouble on the ground last week, man. You guys got 62 yards, they got 63. Running was tough in that game.
Yeah, it was really tough, and then we stopped running Darren there after a little while after he got hurt, so that kind of, took another weapon out of our offense, basically, when you can't run your quarterback who's your leading rusher. So just one of those things where rushing was hard, and it's usually tough against us, so we're hoping we can get that going a little bit better today.
Passing game kind of opened up for both teams there for a little while.
Yeah, they especially started to pass it really well there in the second half, and we're hopefully we kind of fix those issues this week in practice. We've been working a lot of different things, especially working on our man coverage, and I think we'll have those issues fixed, and especially Lincoln Way, they're going to want to run it anyway, so hopefully we can stop that.
All right, we talk about it every week, man. Some of the keys to your games, you always tell me, is holding on to the ball, limit the turnovers, and force turnovers. Boy, did you last week. You guys didn't turn the ball over once, and you really stuck it to them, man. 2 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries.
Yeah, it was about time we kind of really had a lopsided game in the turnovers by our defense. So I'm proud of them for getting that done and making things happen when the ball is either in the air or on the ground. And then offensively, holding on the ball is just going to be so key for us, especially as these games continue to go on. They're going to be harder and harder each week. So not giving the other team a free possession is going to be crucial. So as long as we keep having our good snaps that we've had recently and then not making silly mistakes either in the passing game or just dropping the ball, we're going to give our team a chance to win every single week.
Yeah, that first fumble on that first possession by them, you guys didn't waste much time, man. You punched it into the end zone 5 plays later with a nice pass from Pinnell to Thorpe Watt.
Yeah, we had a different play called. We saw that they wanted to come up and play one-on-one on KJ, and the kid was a lot shorter than KJ, so we tried to switch it at the line and just say, hey, let's see if he wants to go up and get this with KJ. And, it worked out. Darren threw a really great ball. KJ came down with it. Protection was good. And, going up 7-0 right there in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game after a turnover was huge for our chances that game, especially after getting off the bus. It just really fired us up.
All right, let's flash forward to the third quarter, man. Another nice play. I like the gadget plays, man. They're always fun to watch. A little lateral from Pinnell to Chase Reynolds, and then Chase found KJ downfield for another touchdown pass.
Yeah, that one was fun. We had that extra day of practice last week on Thursday, so we kind of had some fun, did some situational stuff, worked on third downs, Hail Marys, that type of thing, and we put in a couple extra trick gadget plays, and I knew we needed another score. You could just feel it. That was going to be one of those games. We're up 7-0, and the offense was kind of slow there to start the third quarter, and we got that turnover, and I was like, I couldn't think of a better time to do it. It was like a 36-yard pass, and he was left wide open, and I'm just glad Chase didn't overthrow him because he did that a couple times in practice, but he executed it perfectly. KJ caught it and was able to walk in the end zone, and, going up 14-0 right there in the third really helped us out.
All right, man, your defense held court once again. You guys held them scoreless through 3 quarters. They didn't really make any noise until the end of the game.
Yeah, no, defense was lights out for the most part all game until that late in the third or that fourth quarter where he started giving up a lot of air yards there. Part all game until that late in the third or that fourth quarter where he started giving up a lot of air yards there, and obviously we knew they were going to pass it there once they realized they were behind. We just didn't do a good enough job in coverage there and then tackling them as soon as they caught the ball. So hopefully we fix those issues this week.
All right, so you're facing Lincoln Way West today. You've seen game tape on them, I'm sure, by now, ad nauseum probably. So what do you notice about them that you can exploit and turn it into a Kahok advantage?
Their defense, their front 3 or 4 are really aggressive. Their guys on the line, and they'll be tough for us to block. But I'm thinking if we can get to the second level, that's going to be our key to success. Once we get past that front line, if we can get a body on a linebacker, that's when we're going to make our big noise there. Is once we get to that second level, it seems they give up some big running plays after they get through the line of scrimmage. And then through the passing game, you just kind of have to kind of nickel and dime them for a little bit until they start cheating up. They like to play a little deep. If we can hit the short gains and make those big gains, sooner or later we'll be great. And then defensively, it's going to be stopping the run, following our guards, and just playing good, sound defensive football is going to be huge for us this week. They don't do anything too fancy. They just try and line it up. If they can run it down your throat, they will. And then they'll throw some play action in there. So we just got to stay disciplined and do everything we've been taught all week.
How's the practice been leading up to this game, and how's the health of your team?
Health of the team's good. We had a couple kids banged up last week against Maine West, but all those kids are going to play today. We'll see if they're at 100% or not. But for it being week 11, I'd say we're doing all right. Obviously, missing Tommy Kohler still is going to hurt us for this season, but he'll be here on the sidelines helping us out in any way he can. And we're just feeling good about today.
All right, I think I know the answer, but keys to the victory?
Yeah, if we can hold on to the ball and create turnovers, hopefully getting 3 out of them is going to be our key today. And once we get those turnovers, we got to execute and score on them and kind of get that momentum going and just play within ourselves. We've got a great team here. We've created a great brotherhood on this team. As long as we're playing together and playing for each other, anything can happen today.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck today.
No problem. Thank you.
That is Colton Rose, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll have stats and starters for you. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great. Acute injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people. Looking forward to helping a lot more.
And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium here at Collinsville High School. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. And joining us on the other microphone, Dr. Chris McCluskey. How are you, sir?
Well, I couldn't be more excited to be back at Kahok Stadium this year, Todd.
I'm telling you, always nice when you get that extra home game, isn't it?
Man, oh man, you called it though. You said we'll go up and win that game in Chicago, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, and here we are, so thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, so Collinsville won the coin toss. They elected to defer, so Lincoln Way West will get the ball first. Collinsville will trot out their defense, just one change. Everything else kind of remains the same. Up front, you have Amari Berry, Cordell Kaufman, and Devin Habermill. Linebackers, Zay Norton, Roland Arms, and Michael Tongay. Your joker is Darius Williams. Your rover is Chase Reynolds. Cornerbacks, Jalik Nelson and Isaiah Gordon. And the only change, Darren Pinnell out as free safety and Amari Rogers-Parrott in his place.
You just might see a surprise nose tackle this game too, Todd. Just heads up.
Yeah? Who would that be?
Mr. McIntyre. Okay. No. No, I might break a hip.
I hear you there. I'm all about the not breaking of the hips. Braden Irwin stands back deep. He is on the near side sideline for Lincoln Way West. And Josh Howard is over on the far side as Matt Reynolds is about ready to kick this thing off and get things going here at Kahok Stadium. And we are underway in the 7A Round 2 contest. Over on the far side, taken there by Howard. Howard comes up across the 30 and finally gets brought down at around the 32-yard line. Actually, that was Chase Markowitz who was carrying that ball. As the Lincoln Way West Warriors out there in their all-white uniforms. They have black helmets, a little bit of orange trim. Numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys are in orange. Collinsville out there in all purple, except for the white helmets with the Kahok logo on it, and Collinsville's numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys all in white. Here we go with Chase Hetflish. He is the quarterback for the Warriors. 68 of 145 on the year, 901 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions as he stands in shotgun. And going back to pass on the first play, he's looking over here on the near sideline, and it's intercepted. Oh boy, that's how you like to start this contest. Amari Rogers-Parrott with an interception on the first play of the game.
Well, a typical running team goes to the air trying to put the ball downfield here on the first play of the game, and Mr. Amari Parrott-Rogers makes them pay. So that basically, in effect, gives Collinsville possession to start both halves of this football game. That's a great way to start.
It sure is. All right, so Darren Pinnell will march his team out there. Darren on the year, 140 of 231 tries, 1,947 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. He has Ryan McIntyre over his right-hand shoulder as Chase Reynolds goes into motion from near to far. And Reynolds will get the pass behind the line of scrimmage, puts on a move, and gets some positive yardage out of it as he'll dive across the 35. They'll mark him down at the 36 a nice gain there for Collinsville on their first play from scrimmage.
Yeah, nice lateral ball out of Pinnell, hit Chase right in the hands, and we had some good lead blocks to get positive yardage here. Oh, looks like there's some laundry on the field.
Well, that's unfortunate. Don't like to see that right off the bat.
I was just going to say nice blocking, but too much blocking.
Apparently. I have to wait for the referees to give us the official signal, but I'm guessing it's going to be a hold out. Well, I didn't see the signal. I'm guessing holding. Okay. So instead of a first down, it's still first down, but now it's first down and 19 for Collinsville. Ball set back on the 20-yard line. Handoff will go to McIntyre. He'll go up the middle and get up to about the 24-yard line before he's brought down. So he'll pick up 3 yards on the play. And Collinsville will now be looking at a second down and 16 to go for a first down.
Well, the film says that our receivers could expose Lincoln Way West secondary, and this might just be the time that we give it a shot.
KJ Thorpe-Swat lines up on the outside as a wide receiver. Isaiah Gordon over here on the near side with Reynolds and Amari Rogers Parrott in, and that one is a catch by Gordon. And boy, I tell you what, look for a minute there that Darren Pinnell threw it right to number 5 for Lincoln Way West and Cameron Casper, but Gordon stepped right in front of him and took that ball away.
Yeah, it's pretty good coverage. Way to go to the ball at Isaiah Gordon. Looks like Lincoln Way West, number 44, Nate Elsner, was a little shook up on the play. He's limping around out there, the defensive end, so keep an eye on him.
Third down and 6 now facing Collinsville from their own 33-yard line. Pinnell in shotgun once again. Has McIntyre over his right shoulder. 3 wide receivers on the right side. Pinnell's going to keep. He's going to have a first down. He's going to have more. He's into Warrior territory. Down the near sideline. Finally gets pushed out of bounds at the Warrior 36.
Well, and that's, Darren Pinnell is what they call a triple threat quarterback, right? He can hand it off, he can pass, but then he can run the football. And that game we won last week, we didn't even have his legs, but now we've got him back.
Always nice to get those legs moving out there for the Kahok quarterback. 3 wide receiver set right side. Pinnell back to pass on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Has to get rid of the ball, and it's an incomplete pass as he kind of did a little baby hook shot there. It didn't go very far, but it's still called an incomplete pass.
Yeah, get that ball out of bounds next time, DP.
Yeah.
It made me nervous. But smart to get rid of the football, and instead of a 10-yard loss, it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the Warriors' 36-yard line. Collinsville on the move after an interception on the first play of the game by Kahawk's Amari Rogers Parrott. He's out there in the slot over on the far side as a wide receiver. 3 more to the right. Here's a snap. Pinnell's going to keep it again, and he's not going to get very far. He'll be lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all he did, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 here for Collinsville.
Yeah, that looked like a busted play to me. There was no blocking ahead of him, and I think there was some confusion there. At any rate, Collinsville's looking at 3rd and 11. Let's see if we can move these chains.
They did give him a 1-yard loss on the play. So, as Dr. Chris mentioned, 3rd down and 11. Collinsville needs to get the ball up to the 26-yard line for a first down. McIntyre over the left shoulder now of Pinnell. Pinnell rolls out to that side. He's looking to pass, and he's running out of room, so he just throws the ball away, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 for Collinsville.
Yeah, more confusion. McIntyre was apparently not in the right spot. Pinnell's throwing his hands up at his offensive guys. They're going to have to find a way to get in sync and make sure everybody knows where they are. That's 2 busted plays for the Kahawks.
And Collinsville looks like they're going for it on 4th down and 11. We'll see if they can bark out some hard counts and maybe get 5 of that yards back before they can operate better from a 4th down and 6 position, but we'll see.
Certainly wouldn't be a bad idea to get some free yardage here.
2 wide receivers on both sides of this formation. McIntyre over the right shoulder of Pinnell. Chase Reynolds goes into motion. A little dump-off pass to Amari Rogers Parrott. He puts on a couple of moves, and he gets down close to a first down, but I don't think he's going to have enough.
No, not going to get it. I think the ball came loose. Not going to matter.
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because he needed 1 more yard for the first down, so it would have been a turnover regardless of whether it was fumbled or not.
Well, so basically we just chewed up some clock because now it's as if none of that ever happened, right?
Yep,
Lincoln Way West got the kickoff, and here they're going to get the ball back from close to the same spot where they started in the first place. So we'll see what your Kahawk defense has to offer here on Lincoln Way West, 2nd possession.
9:32 left to play here in this opening quarter, so Chase Hetflish comes back out and will take his 2nd attempt at getting this offense on track. And a handoff goes up the middle to Joey Campagna, and Campagna has himself a first down, finally brought down by Amari Rogers-Parrott right at midfield. Campagna comes in with 178 carries, 1,293 yards, 17 touchdowns, and he averages 7.7 runs or yards per carry. As Collinsville and another player from the other side got their helmets locked up, and Roland Arms had to separate the two helmets after they came off the heads.
It's deer season. I've seen bucks with their antlers locked. That's what those two dudes look like out there.
And there's a flag on the play during that run as well, so that play's not going to count. It's going to come back, and that's going to hurt the Warriors.
Oh boy, that's a big reversal of fortune, because that was a nice running play there out of Lincoln Way West, and now they find themselves with a 1st and 20. So Kahawks need to capitalize here.
Hetflish is in shotgun once again, and once again he has Campagna as his running back, and Joey will get the handoff. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have some room, fumble on the play, and Collinsville's got it again.
Holy cow, that ball looks like a hot potato out there today, Todd.
Zay Norton jumps on top of the loose ball, and Collinsville gets the ball right back.
Yeah, 3 turnovers early in this game already. Zay's been nursing that right shoulder, and it looks like he took a little impact on that thing, so he's going to have to see if he can tough it out and make it through this game.
So Collinsville has another gift given to them on another turnover. That's 7 turnovers by the opposition in the last, 5 quarters, and we're not even through the 5th quarter yet. Here is Pinnell with another keeper, and he's going to get wrapped up in the back, and he'll get thrown down by Josh Veldman for Lincoln Way West, and that unfortunately looked like another busted play.
Definitely another busted play. So Collinsville is going to have to figure out where the miscommunication is. It looks like there's some issues between Pinnell and McIntyre going on right now, so hopefully they can get that ironed out, because you just hate to give up. Plays are valuable. You hate to just give them up.
Loss of 2 on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Kahawks. 2 wide receivers far, 1 over here on the near. That's Isaiah Gordon. Now McIntyre goes into motion. Empty backfield. Pinnell's getting flushed out, and that ball is batted down as that one just kind of hit Olin King there, as King was trying to chase down Pinnell.
Yeah, so it looks like Lincoln Way West is doing a lot of blitzing, a lot of stunting. They do not want to give Darren Pinnell time to throw the football, and so far the strategy seems to be fairly effective.
3rd down and 12 now for Collinsville. Ball on their opponent's 24-yard line. 8.5 minutes left to play here in this 1st quarter, as both teams trying to figure each other out here. KJ Thorpe-Swat lines up on the far side. Rogers-Parrott in the slot. Chase Reynolds in the slot on the near side. That's the side that Pinnell rolls out to. Got a throw, and just out of the hands of Isaiah Gordon. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, hit Gordon right in the hands. Ball was just a little bit wide, but you want to see Gordon haul that ball in. I mean, if it hits you in the hands, you know what they say.
Worst spot in the world. So Collinsville's going to go for it again here on 4th down. The ball sitting on the 24-yard line, so that would be a long, probably 40-yard or a little bit more than 40-yard field goal try for Nick Shant. So Kahawks are going to go for it. Empty backfield, 3 wide receivers right, 2 more over here on the near side. Pinnell stands in shotgun, going back to pass, throws it down the middle, and wide open right, McIntyre, touchdown!
Man, skinny post play. Darren Pinnell delivers on the money to number 2, Ryan McIntyre. Pater at the north end of Kahawk Stadium.
Nicely done there, Kahawks.
Yes, sir. Those two were definitely in sync on that play, Todd.
Yes, they were. And the Warriors did not bring the whole farm across the line of scrimmage, so that helped Pinnell have a little bit more time. Here is Nick Chance, and Chance will try another extra point, and it is good. And Collinsville goes up by a score of 7-0. We got a break coming your way. When we come back, ensuing kickoff. That comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Back here once again at Kahok Stadium, Dr. Chris McCluskey and Todd Duke along with you as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Is that what I heard?
Yes, kickoff was out of bounds. Right about, looks like the 25-ish yard line.
All right, I understand we're having some audio issues with the audio being a little off. I tried to fix that, but I'm not sure if the camera glitches, so it might throw some of the audio off. So I apologize. I usually have it set at 2,200 milliseconds off the mark.
From their own 35-yard line.
So as soon as I can see the clock running, I can kind of try to figure out how much time I'm off here. Here's the snap, and a handoff is going to go up the middle, and Campagna will get across the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up one, maybe two.
Yeah, senior Roland Arms, number 10, the inside linebacker, disturbing the play there, and holds Lincoln Way West to a gain of a long 3. So they'll have 2nd and 7 here with 7:57 left in the first quarter. Your Kahawks are up 7-0. Lincoln Way West quarterback gets the call.
Looks like I'm about 5 seconds off the mark here. There's the snap, and Campagna will run it again. He'll go up the middle, get across the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up some positive yards and should be close to a first down, but not there yet.
They're about 2 yards shy of a first down. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2 on Lincoln Way's 43-yard line, just shy of it.
Yeah, well, hopefully that just adjusted the time a little bit more as well. All right. 3rd down, and about 2 to go. And another handoff up the middle. That's going to be good enough for a first down. And just into Collinsville territory is Joey Campagna. 7:11 left to go as the clock stopped while they moved the chains. And Amari Rogers there on the tackle. So a fresh set of downs here for Lincoln Way West. As the clock continues to move, as we almost are at 7 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Collinsville. 24-yard pass from Pinnell to McIntyre as Collinsville store. Here is a pass way downfield, and that was close to being a defensive pass interference because Amari Rogers-Parrott never turned back around, but he got his hand up in time to knock it away.
He did. He waited to make contact until the ball made contact with number 3, the receiver, and then Parrott Rogers knocks the ball away. Pretty nice play out of Collinsville's safety.
Yes, the comments are turned off.
Lincoln Way West has a 2nd and 10 from Collinsville's 49.
2 wide receivers over here on the near side, but they're going to run it again with Campagna and taken down by Roland Arms right at the line of scrimmage, and he probably got a yard out of the play just by falling forward on it.
Roland Arms is out there wreaking havoc with a one-handed. He's got a cast on his right hand, but that sure doesn't seem to be slowing that young man down.
Man, that's like 7 seconds off. All right, one more adjustment.
Be patient with us, folks. We are working on the audio-video connection.
Normally it's like 2 seconds off, but now it's like 7. Here's a pass. That's going to overthrow everybody. I think that the intended receiver, Jacob Bereza, kind of got his feet tangled up a little bit and never quite finished that pattern.
It was either that or just a wrong pattern was run. It looked to me like he ran an in route and he was supposed to run a out pattern to the sideline. So Lincoln Way shows punt.
Well, let's see if they're going to do that. Their punter is Braden Irwin, and Irwin on the year has 32.25 yards average on his punts as he kicks a high snap and barely gets the ball off. Ryan McIntyre is going to let the ball go. It's going to take a Warriors bounce all the way down inside the 5-yard line. They'll down it at about the 3. And Collinsville will have a long way to travel if they want to put up points on this drive.
Boy, that ball was inches from being blocked, and wouldn't that have been something? But the punter does a good job of handling that football, and nice punt. He did his job. He pins Collinsville deep in their own territory. This brings back unsettling memories of last week.
Yeah, you're not kidding there, bud. I was thinking the same thing, man. Got to get a little breathing room out of there so we don't suffer the same fate that we did in that fourth quarter last week. So Pennell and McIntyre standing in the end zone. McIntyre over the right shoulder of Pennell, and Amari Rogers-Parrott comes into motion. Here's the snap. Pennell back to pass, looks, throws, far sideline, aiming for KJ, and that was good coverage over there by Braden Irwin. All over KJ, stayed with him step for step.
Yeah, KJ actually ended up playing defense on that ball. Pennell just didn't quite get the ball to the sideline, and he threw the ball 45 yards, but KJ basically had to break up what would have been a possible interception.
Hopefully the audio and the video has been synced up now. Please talk to your buddy and ask him if everything's all right over there, and we'll go from there. Here's a snap. Handoff goes to McIntyre. McIntyre rolls around the right side. Got a little bit of breathing room as he gets taken down right at the 5-yard line, so a gain of just 2 yards, but a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, thanks to our producer back at home in our home studios there, Tanner Hales, for keeping an eye on our production process. Thank you, Tanner.
5.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Collinsville leads 7-0, and Collinsville's looking at a 3rd down and 8 from their own 5-yard line. 3 wide receivers over here on the near side. KJ Thorpe-Swat, the only one over on the far side. Pennell in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls back into the end zone. He throws down the middle, and Isaiah Gordon had that ball knocked away by Cameron Casper on a nice defensive play there by the Warriors.
That was real nice coverage by Casper. Pennell just didn't lead Gordon far enough, so Gordon had to stop, and that gave Casper time enough to reach around and get a hand in to knock that football down.
So Collinsville's turn to punt as Ryan McIntyre stands all the way in the back of the end zone. Got to be careful not to step on that white line, or else that'll be a safety. So McIntyre looking for a big punt here, and Lincoln Way West looking for a little bit of a block or at least get a decent run back. There's a nice end-over-end spin, and it is going to bounce out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, and Lincoln Way West will have excellent field position on this possession.
Lincoln Way West definitely did a good job of what they call shifting the field with a long punt. Held us to a 3 and out, and now they take back possession in Collinsville's side of the football field at about the 40-yard line, it looks like.
5:04 left to play here in this first quarter. 7-0 in favor of Collinsville. Each team has turned the ball over. Lincoln Way West has turned the ball over twice, Collinsville once. As now the Warriors will go back to work. And here once again is Hetflish. He'll hand the ball off to Campagna. He'll have some room. He is on the run, and he's going to go in untouched for a 40-yard touchdown run.
Boy, I got to tell you, that's just lack of effort out of Collinsville's defense. You know, once Campagna got through the first level, he was not touched, and he just ran right by Collinsville's entire secondary. They're trying to talk it over out there on the football field, trying to figure out who was where and why nobody pursued.
Braden Irwin will come on to try the extra point. Or Willie, no, that is not Irwin. That is Zach Hermanson. Hermanson has made 33 of 34 point after attempts on the year as he tries to tie this game up. Here's the snap, ball placed down, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So we are tied 7-7. We will take a break, come back. Collinsville will get the ball back as we still have 4:55 left to go here in this first
Herald
quarter
Square
when
and
we
Cold
return.
Harrow, two great
on
additions to the
Kahok Sports
Collinsville
Network.
landscape. Next to the Old Harrow Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, Two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke is my name. Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. We are tied at 7. 4:55 left to play here in this first quarter as Zach Hermanson is due to kick off. Back deep for Collinsville. Ryan McIntyre on the near side. Amari Rogers-Parrott on the far side. And here is the kickoff. It's high, end over end. Going to be taken by Amari Rogers-Parrott. He drops the ball, picks it up on the bounce across the 10 to the 15, and he gets shoved out of bounds at around the 18-yard line, and that's where Collinsville will begin this possession.
Well, nice recovery there after kind of bobbling that football, but Parrott picks up the ball and ends up with some positive yardage out of the play, giving Collinsville a little bit more room than we've had the last couple possessions.
A little bit more room is always nice. All right. Collinsville again, back to work. Pennell in shotgun, has McIntyre over his left shoulder this time. One wide receiver over here on the near side, two on the far side. Devin Habermill in there as a tight end. A handoff is going to go to McIntyre. He'll barrel his way forward across the line of scrimmage and pick up a couple of yards.
McIntyre doing a much better job at running north and south this game. There's a lot of east and west last game looking for holes, and he has apparently made that correction, and he's being rewarded with some nice yardage here so far.
As we approach 4:20 left to play here in this opening quarter, Collinsville, same formation. Isaiah Gordon over here on the near side. Here's the snap, and the handoff is going to go to McIntyre once again. Tries the left side and gets wrapped up almost immediately by Kale DiPolo for the Warriors, and not much of a gain there. Maybe got another couple of yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Well, big 3rd and 5 here with Collinsville's back against their own end zone, so certainly not anywhere close to 4-down territory. So in order to retain this possession, Collinsville needs to make good on this 3rd down conversion.
Habermill lines up as a wide receiver this time over on the far side with a couple of other Kahawks, and Pennell's going to go back to pass, being flushed out of the pocket, steps up, tries to get out of it, does so, being chased from behind. He's on the run. He's got a 1st down. What a great individual effort there by DP5.
Holy cow. You know, in football they have a term called playmaker, and that's exact. Oh, no, they marked him short?
Did they really?
You got to be kidding me. He held the football out in front.
He ran right past the chain. Okay, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, well, now they're changing their mind again? Okay, thank you. Move the chains, boys. Move the chains.
I still don't think he got a very good spot, even though they gave him the 1st down. But at any rate, heck of an effort.
Yeah, it was.
By number 5, senior Darren Pennell.
So, fresh set of downs for Collinsville. Chase Reynolds in motion. Handoff goes to McIntyre. McIntyre goes up the middle, and he is immediately swallowed up. And we got another Warrior out there without a helmet on, as same guy, Kelly DiPolo, ended up getting his helmet knocked off.
So Lincoln Way West shows that they are a very physical football team.
No, he's locked up again. They got their horns locked up again. This time it's not rolling arms. Instead, this time it was Jack Shepard whose helmet got locked up with the opponent.
Well, you know what they say, rut is in, Todd.
Yeah. That's weird seeing it one time in a game, let alone two times in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Clock continues to run. We approach 3 minutes left to play here in this opening quarter. Once again, Pennell in shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to go back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's on the run again, and he's still got those feet moving, and he'll get pushed out of bounds after he picked up about 6 yards maybe. So Collinsville is going to be looking at a 3rd down and about 2 to go for a first.
Yeah, so once again, Darren Pennell just not getting any time to pass the football. So Collinsville is going to have to figure out what their where the holes are in their blocking scheme. Darren Pennell, has got to be able to put the ball in the air for Collinsville to have success.
Pennell checks out the sideline, gets the signs from the coaching staff. Back in the huddle, relays all the information. Kahok's break huddle looking at a 3rd down and about 4. They need to get it up to the 38-yard line for a first down. Right now the ball on the 34. As Pennell in shotgun again, takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got plenty of blocking, but he's not going to get very far after he tried to jump a would-be tackler and ran right into the arms of Jake Stefik.
Yeah, once again, a lot of penetration. Lincoln Way West sets the edge, and there's just nowhere for Pinnell to go. So you'll see Collinsville's punt team come on the field for the second straight possession.
Chase Markowitz is back deep for the Warriors, standing at his own 40-yard line. Right now, McIntyre standing on his own 20, waiting for the snap on this fourth down play. Here is the snap. It's low. McIntyre picks it up and gets it off just in time. That's a nice kick, but it's going to take an unfortunate bounce to Lincoln Way West side of things. And right before it started going back a little bit farther there, Michael Tongay grabbed onto it and stepped out of bounds at the 35. So that is where Lincoln Way West will start this possession.
Yeah, great job of Ryan McIntyre there getting that football off. Lincoln Way West blocks that, and that could have turned into a disaster in a hurry.
This has been like the longest first
So
quarter
I was
ever.
going to say, you mentioned it was the first quarter a while ago, and I said, surely not.
Yeah. Feels like we should already be in the second quarter by now. We're still 2:09 away from that.
Well, we've had a game's worth of turnovers in one quarter.
Hatflish in shotgun for the Warriors. Hands the ball off to Campagna, and he's got all kinds of room once again. And he's deking everybody out of their shoes, and he is off to the races one more time, and he is going to go in for a touchdown, and that one is going to be a 65-yard touchdown by Campagna.
Yeah, once again, Collinsville's second level just doesn't hold up. Cornerback safety's unable to make tackles on Mr. Campagna. So, you know, that, again, football's a game of adjustments, and Collinsville's defensive backs are certainly going to have to make those adjustments. You might even see, you know, Darren Pinnell started the season playing both ways. He's not been playing safety today, but if this keeps happening, you might see DP5 back out on defense.
Zach Hermanson on for yet an extra point try as the ball is snapped and blocked. So that might be big. The block on the extra point.
Looking
will
for
send
good
us to a
food,
commercial
good
break
times,
back
and good
after
people?
this timeout on
Look
the
no
Kahok
further
Sports
than the
Network.
Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, another kickoff coming here from Zach Hermanson. And Hermanson lays into one, and once again it's going to be aimed at Amari Rogers Parrott. He'll start from his own 4-yard line, cuts it up the middle and had his legs taken right out from underneath him by Noah Wint, and that did not get very far.
No, Rogers looked to be fairly timid trying to figure out where to go, and we don't have time for that. You just got to go north and south, young man, because these guys are coming at you, and they certainly cut him down to give Collinsville not very good field positioning. However, we do have the football, and we'll see if our offense can get something going here.
1:52 left to play here in this first quarter. Empty backfield for Collinsville. Pinnell back there all by himself in shotgun. 3 wide receivers near, 2 more far. And Pinnell, he is going to step up, try to get out of trouble again. On the run, he throws, and he's got Amari Rogers Parrott open on the far side. And number 14 has a first down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, way to make something out of nothing, DP5. Again, he gets flushed out of the pocket. It looks like the backs are covering our receivers pretty good, so Terrence having to go through his second and third reads, and he just doesn't have time to do that. So he's going to have to make some plays out on the run, and he did that just there.
90 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Collinsville trying to move the ball downfield and pick up a go-ahead score or something like that.
I'll just take some first downs at this point.
Right now, yeah. I agree. And not much doing there. A couple of yards gained on the run.
McIntyre again. Yeah, he did a pretty good
Yeah,
job. I
got
think
about
he got 4 yards
Yeah.
out of the deal. Again, McIntyre showing the ability to go north and south this game. And if it weren't for some of his hard-fought yardage, you know, Collinsville would have a lot less going than they have already.
3 wide receivers over here on this near side. This time McIntyre setting up directly behind Pinnell. And McIntyre will get the carry. He'll try the left side, and he'll have moderate success, maybe a yard, maybe 2.
Well, I tell you, they are riding that Ryan McIntyre train. He's got a lot of carries so far this game.
Sure does. Might want to bring in the old artist formerly known as Isaiah Zay Norton and to spell him a little bit.
Might want to. Again, Collinsville with a big 3rd down, 3rd and 5 from their own 32-yard line. So going to need at least 5 yards to move these chains. See what Coach Colton Rhodes has in mind for Lincoln Way West.
We're down to 5 seconds to play here in this first quarter. And we might just have that clock expire, and we will, and that'll be the end of quarter number 1. Well, 13-7 in favor of Lincoln Way West after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Well, once again, we welcome you back here to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. Second quarter has arrived, and it is a 3rd down and 4 to go here for Collinsville. Pinnell in shotgun once again as Chase Reynolds comes in motion from far to near, and Pinnell passing and trying to find
that should be pass
Chase
interference.
Reynolds. Yeah, there should be pass interference, but there are no hankies on the field whatsoever.
Shoot, man. I mean, he had Chase wrapped up. You cannot contact a receiver before the ball gets there.
Grabbed his left arm before the ball got there, and that's the arm that he was reaching out with to try to grab the ball. So another punt coming up here for Collinsville.
Boy, that is unfortunate. Very blatant rule infraction there, and referees just let it go.
So once again, it is Chase Markowitz back deep. He stands at his own 40, and again, Ryan McIntyre stands at his own 20. Much better snap this go-around, and a nice kick. That one's going to head toward the sideline, unfortunately, though. As if he would have kept that one straight, that one probably would have kept on rolling for a while.
Well, another nice punt by McIntyre, but unfortunately, we've seen him out there punting the football
a little bit too much.
More than we would like today, that's for certain.
I think he's already had more punts in this game than I've seen him have in any other games. So 1st and 10 for Lincoln Way West. They'll have the ball at their own 38-yard line. And we'll see if Collinsville can find ways to stop Joey Campagna. 2 touchdowns already in this game, both of them almost untouched both times. Here he goes up the middle. This time he's touched, but he keeps those legs moving. He'll take a couple of bodies with him, and he'll barrel himself all the way down to the 45-yard line. Nice pickup there by the Warriors running back.
You can see why the Warriors have had so much success on the ground this year. Mr. Campagna is not afraid to carry that football up the field.
Once again, Hatflish in shotgun. And 45's like, where am I going, man? Throws his hands up. Well, I would imagine Campagna is going to get another carry, and he does, right up the middle and off tackle to the left. He's off to the races once again. And he's heading up the sideline. The only man to beat him is Darius Williams, and Williams finally knocks him out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. Got to find a way to stop this guy.
Well, I tell you what, they haven't done it yet. Collinsville has no answer for Mr. Campagna here so far on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, though, here at Kahok Stadium.
It is gorgeous.
You know, Collinsville jumps out to an early lead, and all of a sudden you feel a momentum shift in the favor of Lincoln Way West.
Another carry by Campagna. He'll get across the line of scrimmage. He'll get brought down. There's a flag comes in from the backfield, thrown by the head referee. And it looks like it's probably going to go against Collinsville.
Not sure what. I think they're going back the other direction.
Oh, they are, okay. Looked like he was looking over to the other sideline first to see if they wanted to decline it or what. So it's a holding call against Lincoln Way West, so that'll help Collinsville out a little bit. I don't know what this means, but that's what he did after he threw the flag.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
So a little bit farther now here. It's first and goal from the 20-yard line now. Here's a snap. Campagna gets the handoff again. Nice open field tackle in the backfield by one Mr. Darius Williams. Got around the ankles and took Campagna down.
Well, Darius Williams isn't afraid to pursue the football right now. A couple nice plays here in a row out of Mr. Williams. And he made that tackle coming from the other side of the football field. That's hot pursuit by number 8.
So just about a 1-yard gain from the 20 to the 19. And it's going to be second down and goal now for the Warriors. And once again, in shotgun is Chase Hetflish. Guess who's going to get the ball? Oh, Hetflish is going to go back to pass. Throws it in the back of the end zone. He's going to overthrow everybody.
Yeah, the cornerback and the receiver got a little tied up down there. I think it was inadvertent contact, so no penalties on the play. Man, big couple of downs here for Collinsville's defense, Todd.
That pass was intended for Austin Roswell, and he was being covered there by Jalik Nelson. So that's going to bring up a third down now for the Warriors. As they look to the sideline to get their play, they have Jacob Bereza over here on the near side as a wide receiver, but Campagna is going to get the carry, and he is brought down by Zay Norton right around the 15-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 14, and that's going to bring up a fourth down, and I believe they're going to trot out Mr. Zach Hermanson here to try a field goal.
A field goal try by Lincoln Way West.
This one looks like it's going to be about a 31-yarder on the year. Hermanson has a long of 42. He has made 6 of 8 field goals on the season, has Hermanson. Collinsville fans making some noise. Here's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is on the way, and that kick is good. A 31-yard field goal.
That kick would have been good from 45.
Yeah.
A nice kick.
The extended lead now 16-7 over your Kahawks. We'll take a break. Collinsville will get the ball back after we come back from a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Well, the Kahawks have their work cut out for them as they trail 16-7, 9:19 left to play here in this first half. As Hermanson due to kick off yet again, and this time he'll send that one about 2 yards short of the end zone. Amari Rogers-Parrott comes out with it and gets it across the 20, so a little bit better starting field position for the Kahawks than they have had their last couple of possessions.
Yeah, much better return out of Parrott. This time he goes north and south specifically, and gives the ball to the Kahawks out on the 20-yard line. I believe there might be they're looking for a new football maybe.
Yeah. All right, so the Kahawks got to figure out a way to move this ball up the field. They've been kind of stagnant in their offense here over the last few possessions after they took a 7-0 lead with 8:19 left in the first quarter. Collinsville hasn't really sniffed much offensively since then. So 2 wide receivers over here on the near, 2 more over on the far. And now they'll send Amari Rogers Parrott from near to far. Here is Pinnell, immediately throws to KJ. He's got some blockers, spins out of one tackle, and then he'll get ganged up on, and he'll make it out to about the 29-yard line. So that'll bring up a second down and about 2 to go for a first down after a pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, I like that play call. You know, Darren's just not having much time, so we're going to have to
quick passes.
Yep, quick passes. That's right. Either quick outs or 3-step drops, and that's all you get.
3 wide receivers now over on the left side of the formation. Chase Reynolds is in the slot. We'll see if he stays. He does. Here's a snap. Pinnell back to pass. He's looking. He's throwing. Trying to find KJ Thorpe's-Watt, but he was a little tardy getting downfield. He was being covered there pretty much step by step by Braden Irwin. I think KJ just got kind of turned around.
KJ tried to go inside of the cornerback, which is not what you want to do. You want to beat him on the outside and get to the sidelines. When he tried to go inside, there was some contact, and then KJ was just looking for a flag and obviously did not get it. So that was much ado about nothing there, Todd.
3rd down and 2 it remains. Ball on the 29-yard line. Collinsville needs to pick up a first down. We're going to be looking at their 4th straight punt. Here's Pinnell in shotgun. McIntyre offset to the right. McIntyre will carry the ball. He'll have enough for the first down. He'll get a little bit of extra room up there as he's brought down at the 39-yard line, but that'll move the chains for the Kahawks.
Yeah, nice run, nice play call. You got the whole line moving to the strong side of the field, and then McIntyre cuts back to the weak side, does a little shimmy shake in space and got himself an extra few yards, and that's good for a Kahawk first down.
Chains move. Kahawks, another set of downs their way. 3 wide receivers far, 1 near. Here is Pinnell. Passes again on the near sideline to KJ. There's a face mask. Flag comes in. And
That's
KJ
helmet to helmet.
finally goes down at about the 48-yard line. So that'll bring up a, right now you're looking at a 1-yard gain, but you got a face mask.
Talk about targeting.
Yeah. Face mask call is the call that the referee gives. So Collinsville will get another first down out of this after they march it off at the end of the play.
Do they have targeting in high school football like college?
I don't know. So a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of that play will put the ball all the way down on the Lincoln Way West 37-yard line, and Collinsville is in business. Pinnell in shotgun once again, takes the snap, throws immediately again, but that one was partially blocked and never quite made it all the way to KJ.
Yeah, the big, looks like defensive end number 46, Kale DePolo. 6'3", 245. That is one large young man out there.
Sure is.
And he got his hands up.
So 2nd down and 10 now for Collinsville. 8:08 left on the clock here in this second quarter. 2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. Pinnell stands in shotgun once again. And now Amari Rogers Parrott goes into motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a keeper by Pinnell on a design play. Got a nice block from KJ. And then Pinnell puts up a stiff arm and probably picked up 1 more yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for the Kahawks.
Yeah, nice run out of Pinnell. Good blocking out on the exterior. I think that was KJ was the receiver on this side. Laid a nice block to get Pinnell those extra yards. Chase Reynolds comes to the sideline to get a break. And you've got Gordon and KJ. And who's number 14?
That's Amari Rogers Parrott over there in the slot on the far side. As a pass immediately to KJ, but that one bounces off the shoulder pad. There's a flag. That's going to be a little unsportsmanlike conduct on Cameron Casper as he kind of grabbed KJ by the helmet and threw him down even after the incomplete pass.
Boy, he did. I don't understand. I mean, that wasn't an inadvertent face mask. That is, here, I'm going to drag you down by your face mask.
Yeah.
My goodness. Man, I'll tell you what, Lincoln Way West, basically in the driver's seat in this game, and 2 just really costly penalties.
Yeah, both face mask calls.
If I'm their defensive coordinator, I am getting in somebody's rear end after this possession.
I think we set records in last week's game for all the face mask penalties that were in it, but we already got 2 here on this drive. They wanted to reset the play clock, which they did. 7:58 left to go. Here's Pennell in shotgun once again. First and 10 for Collinsville. Pennell back to pass. He's got pressure from behind that he doesn't see, and he finally wisely throws the ball away. Boy, he was about to get caught.
Yes, he was. And these defensive linemen are just giving our offensive linemen all they can handle. Caden Hearn over there having to deal with that big number 46 that we were just talking about, Mr. Cale DePolo.
Yeah, this is where they really miss Thomas Kohler.
Boy, it sure is. They've got a 6'1", 195 defensive end on the other side, Nate Elstener.
Second down and 10 for Collinsville from the Lincoln Way West 15. Here's the snap. Ryan McIntyre gets the carry, tries the right side, and probably got a yard. That's about it.
Yeah, tried to follow big listen to me, Devin Habermail, and not much happening there. Short gain on the play, bring up 3rd and 9. Now, it'd be interesting to see if we don't get this, do we kick a field goal?
I think you have to.
I would think you would have to as well, but seems like that's one area that you never know what Collinsville's going to do.
Here's Pennell, back to pass, looks over into the far side, but just threw it a little bit too far in front of Isaiah Gordon, and Isaiah turned around and reached his hands out, but it was still probably a good 3 or 4 yards past his hands.
Yeah, it was just a timing issue. I think Darren threw it where he wanted to throw it, but Gordon just had yet to make his break.
Here is Nick Shantz coming on to try a field goal here for Collinsville. Nick Shantz on the year has only kicked one field goal. It was a 36-yard field goal. He did come in 35 of 37 for point after, so he's since added one of those, and this one is going to be a 32-yard field goal try from these near side hash marks. Snap, Pennell puts the ball down, it's blocked.
Man, oh man, that is unfortunate. Again, Collinsville's line has trouble holding up. Big 79 had some miscommunication. Ryan Davidson on special teams. And the blocking assignments were just flat missed there.
Kahawks are kind of getting manhandled up front here in this game.
There is no question about that. We're going to have to figure out some sort of adjustments, double teams, something if we want to hang in here on this football game.
7:09 left to play here in this first half. 16-7 in favor of Lincoln Way West.
And just as suspected earlier, look who's back out at safety, Todd.
Oh, yeah. Darren Pennell back out there.
So I like that adjustment.
Not getting the start.
1st and 10 Warriors.
Probably because he got a little banged up last week, and I'm sure they were.
Try to save his legs and his energy, and but it's not going to matter unless you can stop the football.
Yep, and right now Campagna owns the Kahawks, and another handoff to the big running back. He'll go up the middle, and he'll get brought down. Actually, that's not Campagna. This is Jack Duvall this time, as Jack Duvall comes in, gets a carry. He's listed as a wide receiver on the roster.
Well, the artist formerly known as Isaiah wasn't having it, and he came in and filled the hole and made a nice head-up tackle to hold Lincoln Way West to 4 yards.
Jack Duvall remains in there as the lone running back. He is directly behind the quarterback, Hetfish, and Hetfish is going to go back to pass, throws it down the middle, and a nice job to step right in front of the intended receiver by Darren Pennell. Knocked that one right away from Jacob Bereza.
That's pretty good timing to put Darren Pennell in for safety, man. Let me tell you, not many people make that play, and he almost intercepted that football.
Yeah. So 3rd down and long now for Lincoln Way West, looking at about 7 to go for a first down. And now they'll bring Campagna back into the contest. And he'll stand again directly behind Hetfish.
Big 3rd down. Here comes Collinsville.
And they stop him dead in his tracks. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 6. They did give him a yard on the play. So we will see the punt unit coming on here for Lincoln Way West. And once again, Braden Irwin will have to punt the ball back to the Kahawks.
Huge 3rd down stop by your Kahawks. Coach Mack dialed up the perfect blitz on that play, and that should give Collinsville the ball back.
6 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Ryan McIntyre standing back around his own 40-yard line as he awaits the punt. High snap again, and that one almost got blocked. Heading right for the sideline. That one's going to take another Lincoln Way West bounce, and it'll roll out of bounds all the way back at the Kahok 32.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, we've been about an inch and a half from 2 blocked punts here today. But again, credit Lincoln Way West punter for head coach Delvin Cross is trying to show our guys how to dive at that football instead of just running into it, because if they lay out horizontal, they probably block those balls.
So Collinsville will start this possession from their own 32-yard line. Kahawks trail 16-7. We have 5:44 left to play here in this first half. Kahawks break huddle. Isaiah Gordon over on the far side as a wide receiver, joined by Chase Reynolds and Amari Rogers-Parrott. KJ Thorpe-Swat over here by himself. McIntyre again, the lone running back. Pennell takes the snap. He's back to throw. He rolls out to his right. Still got plenty of room, not being contested a lot. He'll throw the ball up and out of bounds in front of his own bench, and just no one left open there.
No, all he had was KJ in single coverage. The backside receivers did not come across the field, and so Darren was just left with nothing but dumped the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, might want to start thinking about those real short, quick pass plays over on the sideline. If they stretch this field out and everybody's covered, there's just going to be no one to throw to.
Right, that's where that's the only place we've had success so far.
This time, Gordon lines up as the lone wide receiver on the far side, trips over here on the right side, and once again, McIntyre stands over the right shoulder of Pennell. Now Chase Reynolds goes into motion. Fake handoff to him. Pennell's going to keep it, and he'll get it up across the 35-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 36, so that's going to bring up a third down and about 5 to go here for Collinsville for a first down.
Well, this is not unfamiliar territory, unfortunately, today. We've seen a lot of 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6 on our side of the football field. So we'll see what Collinsville has in store for Lincoln Way West and see if we can't extend this possession.
2 wide receivers set on either side of this formation, and this time McIntyre moves over to the left shoulder of Pennell. Pennell awaits the snap. Here it is. Pennell back to throw. He's being flushed out. He's going to try to run it, and he's not going to get anywhere.
Nope. Again, Lincoln Way West is really winning the battle of the trenches, right? And they're in our backfield every single pass play. So that'll bring out Collinsville's punt team with 4:34. We'll see if Collinsville can get a stop here and limit this lead going into halftime, because we do get the football back in the second half.
This time Lincoln Way West will send 2 back for this punt. Braden Irwin along with Chase Markowitz, who has been the lone punt returner so far. McIntyre punting this ball from around his own 20-yard line. And here's the kick, and that one I think got partially hit, and it's going to take a Collinsville bounce though, and it's going to keep on rolling all the way down to around the 36-yard line.
Rolling arms.
He's ready to push it.
Fanning the ball. Get down and start blowing on it.
4 minutes exactly is what we have left here in this first half. We have the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up for you at the end of the second quarter. Our interview today is with the man himself, the superintendent of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, Dr. Brad Skirtich. And, of course, we will scour the area for some scores. Got some big college games going on today. Got some big high school games going on today.
Certainly. A lot of football across the good old United States here today.
Empty backfield here for Lincoln Way West, and it looks like to me that Hetzfletch is waiting for somebody to come in and join him, but they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We are back after a 30-second break here on the Kahok Sports Network. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121. Or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
First and 10.
4 minutes to play here in this first half. 16-7 in favor of Lincoln Way West. Warriors have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Here's a snap. Handoff is going to go to the running back. Once again, that is Jack Duvall. And Duvall will pick up about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 here now for the Warriors.
So Collinsville's second level done a little bit better job of tackling here the last 2 possessions, which was a much-needed adjustment. And now we'll see if we can keep Lincoln Way West from getting any more points on the board here in the first half.
Yeah, we would like to go to halftime with the score just like this, or unless we score, I'll take that. That would be quite nice. Here's a snap, and rolling out is the quarterback. He'll throw the ball, and a completion into the arms of big number 45, Johnny Martin, and Martin is going to go all the way down inside the 5-yard line. No flags on the play.
Yeah, another missed tackle by Collinsville's second level. You know, just a failure to wrap up. I'm not sure who made that hit in the backfield, but they thought that they had stopped him just because they hit him, and they failed to wrap up. I think that was number 8, Mr. Williams.
Johnny Martin, 6'1", 206 pounds. That's a big target to hit with that fall. Where?
Yeah, you just got to wrap up if you're Collinsville.
That was a flag? Yeah, all the way on the other side of the field. I'm not sure who it's against, what it's for, and what it's going to accomplish. But right now, they got everybody set up down inside the 5-yard line.
Both the referee and the side judge what are they looking at?
Taking notes? I don't know. Writing something down?
It's like they're checking their lottery tickets.
Texting?
Oh, wind the clock.
So,
I guess there's no penalty.
I guess not. All right, 1st down and goal now for Lincoln Way West, and a rollout again by the quarterback, and he's going to get hit. He'll go down. Big hit there by Chase Reynolds.
Nice play by junior Chase Reynolds. Boy, he sure made sure he wrapped up, that's for sure.
Yeah, he did.
There was no mistake that young man was going down, courtesy of Mr. Reynolds.
2nd and goal.
Yeah, it's the second time we've seen Hetflish roll out to his right-hand side. This time, not a lot of success there, as Duvall will once again come in and play the role of running back. As Hetflish is in shotgun, he'll hand the ball off to Duvall, and Duvall will hop, skip, and jump across the 5. Another flag comes in.
Going to be a holding call.
Duvall, the ball carrier.
Holding against the Warriors, so the quarterback sack helps. The flag will help, and they'll get pushed back a little farther now.
Yeah, penalties. Lincoln Way West has really racked up a lot of penalty yards here in this first half, which is based on really how much they've dominated the game since, a few minutes into the first quarter. Penalties is probably what's kept Collinsville in this game.
2nd down and goal for the Warriors, now from the 12-yard line. They'll bring Campagna back into the game at running back, and he'll get the ball, and he'll travel up the middle and take a couple of guys with him as he gets back down inside the 5-yard line, stays on his feet, and in there for a touchdown.
Collinsville cannot find a way how to tackle Mr. Campagna. I mean, he was hit at the 10-yard line and broke 3 or 4 tackles and ended up earning himself another touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of this contest right now makes it 22-7, pending the extra point try here by Hermanson.
Well, you talk about the failure to tackle, but some running backs are just that good.
Yeah. Hermanson's kick is up and good. 23-7. Lincoln Way West extends their lead over the Kahawks, and we will take a break and come back and tell you about the next kickoff that Collinsville is going to get in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Hermanson kicks off once again, taken by Amari Rogers-Parrott at the 5-yard line. He'll come over here to this near side and get taken out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So Collinsville, they have all 3 of their timeouts left. They have 1:59 left on the clock here to play in this first half, and the Kahawks really need to put together a drive that ends up in points.
Yeah, to stay in this game, you're pretty much going to have to, or at least get some first downs and run the clock out. You cannot hand over another possession to Lincoln Way West before the half ends.
No, that would not be a wise choice. So the Kahawks break huddle at their own 24-yard line as Isaiah Gordon lines up as the far side wide receiver. Chase is in the slot, and Ryan McIntyre goes into motion as Pinnell's looking to pass. No one's open. Rolls out, throws it up, and Amari Rogers-Parrott takes care of it and somehow or another comes down with that football.
Well, I think they're going to say he came down with it. I'm not sure.
Well, he's the one getting on the ground with the football in his hand, so I'm going to say that was a good catch.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did. That was a great catch. I mean,
he bobbled it, but he held on to it.
And, you know, that's an example where, oh, here we go. Hurry up offense.
Hurry up offense by Collinsville. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Handoff goes to Ryan McIntyre, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage at all. He'll lose 2 yards on the play.
So interesting, Collinsville in a hurry-up offense, but then runs a running play where we've had little success to keep the clock moving. Interesting strategy here.
Pinnell in shotgun once again. This time he has McIntyre over his left shoulder, and we're going to have a timeout. And we are going to have a Lincoln Way West timeout. So we will step aside for just a brief moment. Back after this timeout on the Kahawks.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey back with you from Kahawk Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. 2nd down and 12 now for Collinsville. Empty backfield, so Pinnell, he's either going to run with it or he's going to throw this ball. He wants to throw it, but needs a guy to get open. There we go, Isaiah Gordon. He gets out of one tackle, on his feet. He's on the sideline. He's on the run, and he finally gets taken out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 21, so the Kahawks in business. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 21-yard line.
Great effort after the catch out of senior number 20, Isaiah Gordon. Turns a little yardage into a ton of yardage and gives Collinsville a really good chance to get in the end zone here to go into the half.
Gordon only had 11 catches coming into this game for 137 yards and a touchdown. And that was a nice chunk of yardage there that the young man picked up. So 1st and 10 for Collinsville. Kahawks need some points before they head to the halftime locker rooms. Here's a snap. Pinnell back to pass. He is looking. He has not got a lot of room, so he'll take off on the run, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage and pick up about a yard before he's brought down.
Yeah, he wanted to find a place to throw that football. It looked like he had some space had he decided to run a little earlier, but at any rate, be a short gain, and you're going to have a timeout out of our Collinsville Kahawks.
Kahawks use their first timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this one. 59.1 seconds to go. Of course, this is the only fall sport still left alive for Collinsville, and wouldn't you know it, man, winter sports start on Monday, dude. I got hockey Monday and Tuesday.
I know. I've had a bunch of hockey players in the office, and the basketball teams are getting fired up. I saw former Kahawk Megan Jansen help lead her college squad to a win. I think she dropped 16 points, so congratulations to her if you're watching out there, Megan. And it's certainly a transitional time of year here.
Well, got a couple of hockey games for you next week. Of course, the girls' basketball season starts mid-month. The boys will start about a week after that. And bowling got underway today at the Heron Invitational Tournament for the boys' bowling team. Collinsville looking at a 2nd down and 10. Here's Pinnell. He rolls out to his right, throws on the run. He's got Chase Reynolds open and pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Collinsville.
Yeah, that was a nice rollout by quarterback Pinnell, and nice catch by Chase Reynolds. Ball was down around his knees. Goes down after it and hauls it in for a nice gain.
Gain of 6 on the play, they'll say, and the clock stopped after the out-of-bounds run. 53.2 seconds left. This time Reynolds lines up in the slot on the wide side. Over here on this side in the slot, Amari Rogers-Parrott, KJ Thorpes-Watt on the sideline. Pinnell looking, throwing, finds Ryan McIntyre, and McIntyre gets pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and that'll move the chains for the Kahawks.
Man, that's perfect. I mean, move the chain, stop the clock, 1st down, everything Collinsville wanted on that play.
1st down, Kahok.
1st and goal for the Kahawks as the ball is on the 10-yard line. Boy, it sure would be nice for the Kahawks to get into the end zone before halftime here.
Yes, it would. Almost a necessity at this point.
3 wide receivers on the far, 1 over here on the near. McIntyre, the lone setback. Here's Pinnell taking the snap. He is looking over to the far side, throws it in the back of the end zone, but that was going to be overthrown anyway, even if Amari Rogers-Parrott would have caught it.
I think that Pinnell knew he had nothing, so close enough now you don't have to get it out of bounds. You can just throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Stops the clock with 42.2 seconds left to play. Kahawks trail 23-7 as the first half winding down. Kahawks looking to put some points on the board. Had a chance with a field goal earlier, but that was blocked. That was going to be a 22-yarder.
Yeah, some of our field goal team linemen are getting talked to here on the sidelines, just in case we got to give it another go there.
2 wide receivers on either side of this formation. McIntyre stands as the running back. Here is Pinnell. He throws, and a touchdown, Chase Reynolds.
Yes, sir. Little skinny slant route by the junior number 1, Chase Reynolds. Darren Pinnell delivers the ball right on the money, and that brings Collinsville back within a 2-possession football game.
Boy, oh boy, did they need that. That is for sure.
I mean, that's huge. You know, like I said, we got to score and we get the ball back, and that keeps our hopes alive here at Kahawk Stadium in round 2 of the IHSA playoffs.
Looks like the Kahawks are going to go for 2 points here. Instead of the extra point, they could use it. That'll put them down by 8, which would be a 1-possession game. Here is Pinnell. He'll flip it over to Amari Rogers-Parrott.
Go, Amari!
And Amari stutter-stepped and couldn't get any farther.
Man, that play was just where it needed to be, and Rogers just hesitated. Oh, my goodness, that's unfortunate. But at any rate, that will have your Kahawks back within 10. 38 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and so Collinsville will have to kick the ball off. And we'll see if Lincoln Way West wants to try to do something with the clock or just be content with going into halftime with a 10-point lead.
I'm pretty sure that's all going to depend on the run back. If they get a good run back, I'm sure they'll try. They have 1 timeout left, 38.4 seconds left on the clock. And this would be a very good time for a touchback or a turnover, one of the two.
I would take either one of those.
Matt Reynolds set to kick this thing off after the score by Chase Reynolds has put Collinsville back to within 10. Back deep once again is Braden Irwin and Chase Markowitz. And this is just a little pooch kick, and it's going to take a couple of bounces, picked up at the 25-yard line, and more east than west running there by DeAndre Coates. And that is where Lincoln Way West will start this possession. 31.8 seconds left, and they'll start it from their own 30.
Yeah, nice play by number 17, John Thomas. I don't think I've called that number yet this year, but great tackle out of Mr. Thomas.
Yeah. So we'll see what the Warriors want to do with the ball here, as it looks like they're going to be content to go into the locker room with the 10-point lead, as their quarterback Chase Hetflesh is going to kneel down, and that will almost do it. They might have to do it again. I'm not sure when they're going to. Well, the play clock continues to run down as the game clock also continues to run down. They haven't even restarted the play clock yet, so yeah. I don't know. They're going to go ahead and just let the clock run down, so that's going to do it for the first half of play. 23-13 in favor of Lincoln Way West. Time now for the halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, they've been working to keep homes dry since 1986. Woods Basement Systems, give them a call at their Collinsville headquarters, 618-708-4055. And we are back with the aforementioned Woods Basement Systems halftime show in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. 1/2 in the books, 23-13 in favor of the Warriors of Lincoln Way West High School. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Collinsville Unit 10 School District Superintendent, Dr. Brad Skirtich. How are you, sir?
Good, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing fine, man. So give me your thoughts on the first half.
Definitely not an ounce of dull moments out there. It was very exciting, and anytime we're playing in Week 11 in high school football is great.
Oh, yeah, that's been a lot of fun. All right, so let's get caught up on some things going on around the school district. I know earlier this year you got a nice little chunk of change from the state government to upgrade the Collinsville Area Vocational Center that's across the way, so tell us about that.
We received a $25 million appropriation from the state of Illinois to renovate and expand the Collinsville Area Vocational Center, which is a really big deal because we have over 500 students that attend those courses throughout from our school district and 8 other local districts. And those students are able to take trades classes, health courses, as well as early education coursework, and really go into the workforce, the service industry, healthcare, or the trades. And it's a big deal as we see a shortage out there in our jobs and in the environment in our country right now. And it also provides a great job, benefits, and insurance for our students as they choose those careers they want to go on. So we're really excited about the future of CAVC not only what it's done in the past, but what's to come.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time over there when I was in my senior year. I took as many of these classes over here. I took metal shop and welding and small engine repair. I tried to do a lot of it because that's more fun than English.
Well, those are life skills people can use, whether it's in their careers or at home. But I also think the relationships that they form with our instructors, and they learn how to navigate some of those things they tackle in life with owning a home, owning a car, or just being a parent as an example. But the most important thing is the opportunities we give students for their careers, and we're really, really excited about that.
Yeah, I know the district just got a report card from the state of Illinois, and not bad.
Oh, it was really good. I mean, we had an exemplary school at Webster Elementary, and then all but one of our buildings was commendable, and that's great. That just shows the outstanding effort that's put forth by our students, our teachers, and our parents each day of the school year, and we're proud of that.
Yeah, I know you're also involved with the Collinsville Area Community Foundation. They're kind of behind the effort of getting some of these other things done for Collinsville, like the Diamonds for Kahawks type of thing, and upgrades here and there.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation kind of took a reboot 2 years ago, and it's been focused on scholarships for students, facility improvements at our school, but also helping the communities, whether it's Maryville, Collinsville, Fairmont City, State Park, Caseyville. And we want to have that outreach because I think if we can improve our schools, we also have to improve our communities. And the efforts being made by the foundation are outstanding, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I know that the new building over at DIS is just about there, and you guys are starting to do the rebuild process on the new Caseyville school.
Yeah, we opened up the eight classroom addition at Doris this year with additional 4 restrooms, and they really needed the space in that building, so it was overcrowded in some capacities. And so that's been a welcome change for Doris, and have everybody in classrooms and meeting our students' needs. And then the Caseyville Elementary will open up in August, and we're really excited about that. Just to see the kids learn from the contractors and all of the engineers throughout the course of the day. And the work that our teachers and our staff put in there is outstanding. It's only going to be better with a new school and a new environment, so we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's where I went to grade school, and it probably needed to be replaced then.
It was one of our facilities that was in the most dire need, so we're excited to be able to use state, federal, and local funds to handle that, and it's going to be a major change and improvement for the Caseyville community, but our school district as a whole.
Yeah, anything else going on you want to talk about while I got you on here?
I mean, we're playing in week 11.
Yeah.
I want to compliment, obviously, Coach Rhodes and his entire staff. They have built a culture the last 3 years around our football program. The kids have bought in, the community's bought in. And when you see the students working even in the off season as hard as they're working now it's why we're here in week 11. And we could not be prouder of Coach Rhodes and his team and our students, because it's exciting for the student body, it's exciting for the community, but heck, playing playoff football is outstanding, and we love that.
It's been a lot of fun these last 3 years for me too, man. I'm loving every bit of it. Thanks for the visit, sir. Appreciate it.
No, we're glad to have you on the call today. It was a little light not having you in soccer this last week, so hopefully IHSA will figure that out in the future and let you call those postseason games. We're loving having you today.
Yeah, put in a good word for me.
Appreciate you, Todd.
Thank you. That is Dr. Brad Skurtis, the superintendent here of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. We thank him for his visit. Now we will step aside here for just a moment and let you enjoy the sights and the sounds of the Collinsville Kahok Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, your Collinsville Kahawks marching band. All right, one more break coming your way. We'll throw some stats and some halftime scores at you. Halftime show continues here on Kahawks. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. And once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium and the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Here are a look at some of the halftime scores that we have for you from around the area in high school football. Edwardsville down at Glenbard West, 48-14. East St. Louis all over normal, 54-7. It was 21-0. Just getting into the first quarter of that game. Joliet Catholic, they really hammered Triad 56-7. Breeze over Mount Zion, so the Central Cougars are still in the hunt, 14-0 there. And at halftime, Roxana and St. Joseph Ogden are tied 21-21, and a couple more finals as Mater Dei and Nashville both won by 27-18 scores. Mater Dei over Johnson City and Nashville over Quincy Notre Dame. In college, Mizzou and Georgia tied 10-10 at the half. Right now, Minnesota leads Illinois 17-14 at halftime, and Eastern Illinois is on top of Lindenwood by a score of 16-3 at halftime. Here's a look at your first half stats. We'll begin with Lincoln Way West, and Joey Campagna in this one. 13 carries for Mr. Campagna, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a fumble. Jack Duvall ran the ball twice for 10 yards. Chase Hetflesh, the quarterback, ran the ball 1 time for 4 yards. Also, another run by Johnny Martin. He picked up 55 yards on that one run. Through the air, Hetflesh is 0 for 4 with an interception, so he has yet to connect on a pass, which means that his wide receivers do not have any numbers, and the Warriors were penalized 5 times for 60 yards. For Collinsville, Darren Pennell has rushed the ball 10 times for 33 yards. Ryan McIntyre also has 10 carries for 27 yards. Pennell through the air, 12 of 25, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1 touchdown to Chase Reynolds, 1 touchdown to Ryan McIntyre. Reynolds has 3 catches for 17 yards. McIntyre has 2 for 29. Isaiah Gordon also has 2 catches for 49 yards. Amari Rogers Parrott, 3 catches for 40 yards. KJ Thorpes-Watt has a couple of catches for 17 yards, and Collinsville has only been penalized 1 time for 10 yards here in this contest. There's a clipboard. Sorry, I forgot to bring that with you. All right, that is going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. When we come back, Collinsville will get the ball to start off third quarter action, and that's just a couple of minutes away here on
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Once again, we welcome you back to Kahawk Stadium. Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey with you as we are just about set for second half action here. Collinsville will get the ball first to start off quarter number 3. And the Kahawks trail by 10 points, so it would be nice if we can drive the ball down the field and pick up some more points before the Warriors get the ball back for the first time in the second half. And once again, Dr. Chris McCluskey, it's all about those halftime adjustments.
Oh, it sure is. And, you know, the moral of the story in the first half was Lincoln Way West's run game. And Collinsville giving up 3 huge long plays for 3 touchdowns. So we'll see if we have an answer for that this half.
Hermanson kicks the ball off. It's high, it's deep, and it's going to go to the 1-yard line. Nope. Ryan McIntyre stepped into the end zone when he turned around and caught the ball, and that's going to be a touchback. So Collinsville will get the ball first and 10 from their own 20 as we start the second half.
Yeah, Collinsville going to be headed to the north side, the north end zone here in the second half. Still beautiful weather here at Kahok Stadium. I think it's in the 60s, and the sun's been shining. Great day for Saturday playoff football.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week.
We call that Indian summer?
I think so. We definitely had an Alaskan winter one week, man. I'm telling you what. That trip up for the soccer team on Tuesday night, I couldn't believe when I got videos posted that it was snowing. I'm like, what? Here's Pinnell. He throws right off the bat to KJ Thorpes-Watt, and KJ couldn't get any traction underneath those feet, and he just didn't really go anywhere.
He looked like one of those cartoon characters where their feet were going, right, but his body wasn't going anywhere.
Loss of a yard on the play, so that's how Collinsville starts this third quarter action, down by 10 points. We're just underway here in quarter number 3. Kahawks need to put together a nice big drive here and put some points on the board. Collinsville has 2 wide receivers on both sides of the formation. Ryan McIntyre over the right shoulder of Pinnell. Pinnell back to pass. Down the middle it goes. Chase has it. And that's a first down for Chase Reynolds all the way up to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice route by Chase Reynolds. Nice ball delivered by Pinnell. First down, Kahawks.
Need to keep doing a lot more of that, man. Move the chains, and put up some points.
Well, I did notice we had a lot of cushion for our receivers over here, so that was a great play call or a play change if Pinnell had anything to do with it.
Chase Reynolds lines up in the slot over here on the near side once again. Pinnell in shotgun. McIntyre, the running back. Now Reynolds goes into motion. Handoff is going to go to Reynolds. A little delayed handoff there, and Reynolds got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Yeah, McIntyre stopped. I think they're going to give him a yard of forward progress.
Well, they backed it up. They're going to put him right at the line of scrimmage. Fake you out.
Yeah, right. Give a yard, take a yard.
Yeah. Mario Rogers, Parrott, KJ Thorpes-Watt, wide receivers on the far side. 3 more over here on this side. Empty backfield behind Pinnell. He takes the snap, back to pass. Now he steps up, and he's got a little bit of room, but he was being chased from behind, and catching up to Pinnell was Nate Elsner, and Elsner brought him down after about a 4-yard pickup.
Well, pocket collapsed in a hurry, similar to what was going on in the first half. Pinnell made something out of nothing, but here we are back at an all too familiar territory with a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6. 10 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Same formation, except this time McIntyre is going to line up as a wide receiver on the far side instead of the near side. Empty backfield once again. Here is Pinnell. Back to pass. Quickly throws it. Has Amari Rogers Parrott. He gets creamed about a yard before he was going to reach that first down marker, and a big hit there by Braden Irwin, and Amari Rogers Parrott is still down on the ground. And
my goodness. Man. Yeah, Mr. Irwin came in with a head of steam. Parrott Rogers
might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Didn't even think about getting up.
He's got that body movement where those legs are going back and forth like he's trying to catch his breath.
Probably a pretty good chance. Hopefully that's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Amanda Bauer is out there checking on him. We have an injury timeout. We'll step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on
Hi,
the
Purple and White
Sports
fans.
Network.
This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Mario Rogers Parrott, as you can see, walking off under his own power. So that was nice to see that he got up off the ground. I'm thinking he probably got the wind knocked out of him.
I think that you're correct. I felt like I got the wind knocked out of me on that hit.
Yeah. So 4th down and 1 for Collinsville. Kahawks are going for it as the ball is on their own 46-yard line. Here's the snap and a pitchback, a double pitchback. Ryan McIntyre is not going to get there, though, and it looked like, man, it sure looked like the Warriors had that play sniffed out from the get-go.
Yeah, they were all over that. They set the edge. They were in pursuit. And an unfortunate turnover on downs here to start the second half, which gives Lincoln Way West excellent field position on Collinsville's 45.
Yep, sure does. Collinsville defense has got to find a way to step up here and stop this, get the ball back. As Campagna is in at running back once again. He'll get the handoff, he'll go up the middle, and he'll have a little bit of extra work to do as he jumps across the line of scrimmage at about 5 yards after the line of scrimmage. He jumped over a would-be tackler, and Darren Pinnell had to chase him down from behind. He got just enough for a first down.
Not shocked to see Campagna get the carry to open up the second half.
No, not at all.
For Lincoln Way West, Mr. Steady Eddie is having some game here in this second round IHSA playoff action.
Same formation. And another handoff to Campagna. Might as well keep feeding the beast if the beast is going to get you where you want to be, and that's a modest gain of about 3 yards. If you're Campagna, it's a modest gain anyway.
It is. Nice tackle there by the junior Michael Tange, number 34. Good wrap-up job. But that shows you how strong Campagna is. I mean, Tange's known for his strength and hard hitting, and Campagna was literally drug him 2 yards after he hit him.
Campagna, 5'9", 180 pounds. Looks like most of that poundage is in his legs.
His
Man, he
leg,
gets those
for
things
sure.
moving. Hatflish in shotgun once again. Going to go back to pass this time. And he's looking for his first completion. Not going to get it this time because he's going to take off running. And he'll pick up about 5 of what he needed. It's going to bring up a third down and short here for the Warriors.
So Collinsville's defensive backs had all the receivers locked down. Nowhere to go for the Lincoln Way West quarterback, so he scrambles for a yard or two.
Yeah,
a couple yards. So here Lincoln Way is what Lincoln Way West is with a 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6. 8:20 to go here in this third quarter. Hatflish once again hands off to Campagna. Campagna will keep on driving, but he'll be short of a first down. It'll bring up about a 4th and 2, and we'll see if the Warriors want to go for it. 4th and 3.
Sure that they will.
I would think so.
You know, up 10. They're showing that they can, so far, handle the battle in the trenches.
All right. 4th down and about 3 to go here for the Warriors. And Hatflish in shotgun once again, and Collinsville moved.
Oh, trick play. They stood up.
Yep.
They all stood up at the same time. And Junior Tange, who was on a blitz assignment, thought that because they stood up, that is a tricky play. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
The Kahawks bit, and it cost them a first down. So a fresh set of downs now for Campagna, Hatflish, and the rest of the Warriors. As Hatflish is in shotgun once again. And again, he'll hand the ball off to Campagna. Campagna is going to bust it out to the left side, and he's gone in for a touchdown.
Well, maybe not.
Nope, they're going to say he ran out of bounds right before the touchdown. So a going to be 1st and goal from the 1 yard line here for the Warriors.
Well, Mr. Campagna at it again. He got into our second level. I'll tell you what, he moved side to side really quick. That was a strong juke to the outside, and Collinsville's defensive backs just can't catch up with him.
Split backs in the backfield. This time Hatflish is under center. He'll give to Campagna, and Campagna will jump over the line of scrimmage into the end zone for a touchdown. And Campagna has his 4th touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, this has been the Mr. Campagna show today here for the Lincoln Way West Warriors. And so far, Collinsville failed to make the adjustments necessary to get him stopped.
Another extra point try coming up here from Zach Hermanson. Hermanson waits the snap, ball down, kick on the way, and the kick is good. 30-13 in favor of Lincoln Way West, and the Kahawks have got their work cut out for them. We take a prime time out, and we'll be back to tell you about the ensuing kickoff in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports
Diamonds
Network.
for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, 30-13 now. That 10-point lead, now a 17-point lead for Lincoln Way West. As KJ Thorpe's Watt and Ryan McIntyre back deep. McIntyre is going to catch this ball at about the 7-yard line. He'll move his way forward, head over toward that far sideline, get across the 20, and be brought down at the 22-yard line. And that's where the Kahawks will start this next drive as we see Amari Rogers-Parrott trotting back out there to get in on this next play. So nice to see he's back out there.
That is good to see. A nice little crafty return by Mr. McIntyre. Got himself an extra 5 or 6 yards. I do see a flag on the field.
Do you? Yeah, there is all the way over there.
At the 20-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah. It's going to be a holding call against Collinsville. We can't get anything going right here.
Not so fast, Purple.
Yep.
We got to move her back a little bit.
7:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Things not going the Kahawk way, that's for sure. So they got some work to do. Plenty of time left to do it. Got to find a way to score and got to find a way to keep the other team from scoring. Here's Pinnell. He's back to pass. He'll throw a long ball down the middle, and it's intercepted.
Oh, boy.
Pinnell's pass intercepted.
Intercepted by Josh Howard, 5'11", 175-pound defensive back. And right after the Warriors score, they'll get another opportunity to do so again.
Yeah, ball was just underthrown by Pinnell.
And Gordon never came back to get it.
And I was going to say, and our receivers did not make the adjustment, and the defensive backs did make the adjustment, which is what earned themselves possession of the football here in Collinsville territory. Not at all what the Kahawks drew up.
Campagna in there at running back once again, and he'll get the handoff, and he just goes up the middle every time. Barrels his way across the line of scrimmage until he finds a little daylight, then he'll juke left, right, and run for days. And this particular pickup was about a 7-yard gain, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3 coming up here for Lincoln Way West. Well, they moved it up another yard, so 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, Mr. Campagna continues to have his way with the Collinsville defense here. And you know, you're going to start to see fatigue set in, which is also not a good thing. Collinsville's defense has been on the field an awful lot here during this football game.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're a little bit down on themselves as well. If they look up at the scoreboard, into the backfield, that one almost didn't get to the line of scrimmage on the first carry of the game for Noah Went, a sophomore 6'1", 192-pounder, and he got some yardage and picked up a 1st down.
Yeah, another missed tackle in the backfield, which results in positive yardage and a 1st down for Lincoln Way West on Collinsville's 31-yard line, it looks like.
And Campagna's back out there. Probably got to give him a break every once in a while so he can catch his breath and get a drink of water and then go back to work.
No doubt about it.
Heflish in shotgun once again. Takes the snap and hands the ball off to Campagna. Campagna jumps across the line of scrimmage, got tripped up there. I believe that was a Roland Arms reached up and grabbed an ankle while he was on the ground, and that's the reason that Campagna didn't keep going.
Campagna didn't even look like his feet were on the ground.
2nd down and about 3 to go here for Lincoln Way West as they're going to look to pile up now. Already leading by 17, looking for more. Heflish in shotgun once again. Has a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Campagna. Campagna again comes up the middle. Somebody should have knocked that ball out of his hands. He was holding that sucker like
I
hold my puppy when I take my puppy outside.
Does anybody knock it out of your hands?
No.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's going to take a couple turnovers. I mean, at this point, with the way this football game's going, Collinsville's defense is going to have to try to make something happen. Junior Michael Tongay comes off the field. He needs a break, and this is where that fatigue I was talking about is going to start to show up.
Two wide receivers over here on the near side, empty over on the far side. Campagna, he stands behind Hetflish, and he'll take another handoff, Will Campagna, and he is off to the races. All he had to do is get around the referee, and he's in for another touchdown.
Is that number 5? Is it his 5th touchdown?
Oh, yeah.
Have a day, Mr. Campagna.
Yep.
That puts Lincoln Way West up 36-13 all of a sudden. And this game is quickly sliding out of the grasp of our Collinsville Kahawks.
Sure is.
Good news is history will be made either way.
Yeah.
Right? First road playoff win. This is the first time Collinsville has ever hosted a round 2 playoff game.
Oh,
boy.
Wow. Darius Williams came jumping across the line thinking he was going to time this play out, but that didn't happen. And now they might go for 2. Yep.
I believe they will.
Why not? 36-13.
Offside on Kahok.
Trying to make it 38-13. Some of the Kahok fans getting restless. A couple of them have got up and left.
Well, it is a beautiful Saturday.
It is.
You know?
Here is the 2-point try, and why not? And I think Campagna, did he get in? No, he did not. They're going to say he was down at the 1. They stopped him.
How about that?
36-13 in favor of Lincoln Way West. Another timeout comes your way, and Collinsville will get the ball back after we come back from this break on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahawk Sports Network and KahawkSports.com.
Once again, we welcome you back to Kahawk Stadium. 4:43 left on the clock here in this third quarter. Collinsville will get the ball back, and they have a lot of work to do here if they want to get back into this one. And the kickoff is going to go all the way back to the 2-yard line, and number 2, Ryan McIntyre, will take it, and he'll cut up to the middle of the field, and then he'll get thrown down to the ground by Cameron Casper, and Collinsville will start this possession inside the 20-yard line at about the 16.
Yep, Collinsville will regain possession here to see if they can't figure out a way to move the chains against Lincoln Way West, which has not been the easiest thing to do here today.
No, it has not. And a snap and a run up the middle, and we'll get to about the 20-yard line, and a gain of about 3 on the play.
It's a good, hard, powerful run by McIntyre. Give him a long 3 there. Maybe call it 4.
Maybe. That means we'll call this play 2nd down and 6. 4:15 left to play here in this third quarter. Wide receivers 2 on either side. Handoff is going to go to McIntyre, and he'll go up the middle again. And he'll get it up to about the 25-yard line, so he's going to be about a yard and a half short of where he needs to be for a first down. It'll bring up 3rd down and a short 2 for a first.
Yeah, yet another good hard-nosed run by senior running back Ryan McIntyre. I'd rather have this 3rd and 1 than our normal 3rd and 6, huh?
Oh, yeah. Got a short 1 yard to pick up. They'll give to McIntyre, and McIntyre will push forward, and it looks like he may just have enough to get there.
It's going to be close. It'll depend on the spot.
Well, both the referees are standing on the 27-yard line. That's exactly where they needed to get, and they will move the chains. So Collinsville does indeed pick up a first down, and the Kahawks with a hurry-up offense and a snap. Pinnell, he's back to pass, rolls out to his right, being chased down from behind, throws while he's on the run and completes it to Chase Reynolds for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, there's big number 46, Cale DePolo. This is not the first time we've called his name today. On the chase. Good news is Darren Pinnell's got a set of wheels on him. So though the Polo is interrupting Pinnell, he's yet to be able to track him down.
We're going to call it a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Kahawks from their own 34-yard line. 3 wide receivers over here on the left side. 1 on the far side. McIntyre, the lone running back. Throw back behind the line of scrimmage to Chase Reynolds. We're going to try it again. Ryan McIntyre has it at the 40-yard line, and he gets brought down at about the 37-yard line. That play resulted in a touchdown last week. This time, it's a 1st down, and into enemy territory we go.
A little trickery Collinsville pulls out here to try to shake things up. And if nothing else, that gave the crowd something to cheer about here, to get a little excited about and re-engage into this football game.
1st down and 10 for the Kahawks as the ball is on the opponent's 38-yard line. Collinsville moving quickly on the formations. Here is Pinnell back to pass once again. He is going to roll out to his right. He is telling KJ Thorpe-Watt to travel down in the end zone, but Pinnell gets taken out of bounds over on the far side right at the end of the Warriors bench. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Darren was willing to throw a jump ball to KJ, but KJ, being covered tightly, just kind of gave up on the route, thinking Pinnell was going to run the ball.
Well, and then Pinnell really didn't have much of a choice because he was already across the line of scrimmage. So they're going to say he picked up 4, 2nd down and 6 for Collinsville on the 34-yard line of the Warriors. Here's another snap, and Ryan McIntyre will get stood up before he even gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Big number 44, Nate Elsner, the junior, 6'1", 195 pounds in on the play.
Loss of 1 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 now.
There we are. That's what we're more used to. Oh, good night.
2:40 left to play. Clock continues to run. We're in 3rd quarter. 3 wide receivers over here on the left side. KJ Thorpe-Watt, the lone wide receiver on the far side. Pinnell in shotgun. Back to pass once again. Looks, throws. Oh, off of the hands of Amari Rogers-Parrott, and they're going to call that incomplete on the tip. I thought for a minute there that ball was picked off.
Man, great ball from Pinnell. You can't help, and I don't blame him, but you know Rogers-Parrott's thinking about that last hit he took, and just couldn't haul that ball in.
So Collinsville is going to punt as they face a 4th down and 7 to go from the 35-yard line. Well, maybe
I don't
not.
think so.
Nope. I saw players coming out there that normally play, but they got A.J. Main out there as a wide receiver now. He'll take the place of Amari Rogers-Parrott and line up over here on this near side. Chase Reynolds in the slot. McIntyre up there as well. Pinnell back to pass on 4th down. Throws it, and a flag comes in late. That might be a pass interference call.
It could probably be defensive holding.
A defensive holding or pass interference will result in a 1st down, so I'll take either.
Yes, sir.
So Collinsville will get a 1st down via the penalty against the opposing team, and the Kahawks will keep this drive alive.
Well, Pinnell was rushed. Again, had penetration from Lincoln Way West line.
Yeah, that's why Ryan McIntyre couldn't get to that ball because he was held.
Yeah.
So, fresh set of downs. That'll help Collinsville's cause out here, trying to climb back into this one. In shotgun once again is Pinnell. He'll send Ryan McIntyre in motion, and he'll fire a pass that Ryan couldn't hold on to.
All of a sudden, a lot of drop balls out of Collinsville's offense. So they're going to have to clean that up if they're trying to climb back into this football game.
Got a long uphill climb to go. 2:16, clock stopped after the incomplete pass. 36-13, Warriors have the lead. Pinnell trots in from the sideline with the play. Plenty of time left on the play clock with 20 seconds. As the Kahawks look to put some points up on the board here on this drive. A.J. Main, the only wide receiver over here on this near side. He's got single coverage. And Pinnell back to pass, rolls out to his left, still on the run, throws while he's on the run, and caught by Habermill. Oh, what a nice catch by Habermill, number 9, all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Unbelievable.
He caught that thing like he's been a wide receiver his whole life.
We normally call him.
Had the little
I know.
standing on his tiptoes and everything.
We normally call him D9 Dozer. We're going to have to call him Twinkle Toes now.
Man, you ain't kidding. That was a nice play.
My goodness, that was beautiful.
First and goal now for Collinsville from the 7-yard line. Here's a snap. Pennell, he's going to take it himself, gets spun around, and then gets thrown down inside the 10, right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Little keeper by Pennell, tried to go to the short side of the field, and he was met by that stout defensive line that Lincoln Way West brought with him. They have been causing all kinds of havoc for our Kahawk offense all day long.
So second down and goal now for the Kahawks from the 7-yard line. KJ Thorpe's Watton, Chase Reynolds line up as wide receivers on the far side. A.J. Main over here on this side. McIntyre, the lone running back. He'll get the ball. He'll go up the middle with it, and he'll get up to about the 5 before he's brought down.
Yeah, nothing doing. Once again, courtesy of Lincoln Way West defensive line. That time it was number 42, Chris Yersa, 6'3", 180-pound junior.
God, it looked like he got to the 5-yard line. They put him
in
back
on
at
the
the
tackle.
7. Kept it on the 7-yard line. So the Kahawks, third down and goal from the 7-yard line. Thorpe's Watt and Reynolds line up on the far side. Main over here on this side. This time McIntyre stays in on the right side. A throw, and this one is going to be incomplete. Too tall for KJ Thorpe's Watt, and Chase Reynolds didn't have enough time to go over there and catch it after it was thrown over the head of KJ. So we'll see what Collinsville wants to do here on fourth down from the 7.
Well, and Pennell once again just had no time to throw the football. You've heard me say this name before, but Cale DiPolo once again on the scene, breaking through Collinsville's line and rushing Pennell. Pennell hasn't been able to set his feet all day.
Kahawks are not going to go for the field goal, which would have put them at 16 points if they made it, which would still be 20 points down on the losing side of things. So the Kahawks going for it here on fourth and goal. Pennell back to pass, throws into the corner. Oh, man! Chase Reynolds had the ball in his hands, and at the last second, Josh Howard knocked it out.
What a play. I mean, we already had the points on the board, Todd, right? We had called touchdown, and defensive back just swats the ball out of Reynolds' hands, and that will be a turnover on downs here with 28.8 seconds left in the third period, which has been all Lincoln Way West.
Yeah, all Campagna. He's gotten a 1-yard run and a 16-yard run just here in this second half. He added a 12-yard run earlier, a 40-yard run, and a 65-yard run, all to pay dirt. That hurts.
I mean, he's got to have over 250 yards rushing.
Well, this last play hurts because
280.
Collinsville was poised to put points on the board on that drive, and coming away empty-handed is going to hurt. Here is Campagna. He'll get the run again, and he'll get stacked up right around the line of scrimmage. Might have got back up there, but that was about it, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. So fourth quarter action, that will be coming your way next after we take a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade, it's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
And we welcome you back to Kahawk Stadium. Fourth quarter action. Second down and 9 for the Warriors after a 1-yard gain by Campagna. Probably his shortest run of the day. And 12 more minutes on the board, and that's how much we have left here in this fourth quarter as Hetflish throws the ball and incomplete. That pass was intended for Jacob Bereza. They misconnected on that one, so that'll stop the clock with 11:54 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And now the Warriors are looking at a 3rd down and 9.
Well, I like that out of your Collinsville defense. Still 12 minutes left on the clock. You know, if you find yourself with a couple stops, couple turnovers, it, in fact, is possible to get back in this football game.
Yeah, we need 3 touchdowns to do so, though. We're down by 23 points. And empty backfield, so it looks like Hetflish is he's gonna pitch that ball up there. He does so, and a big lumbering, bumbling. That guy was almost stopped in the backfield, and Noah Went kept his feet moving and picked up the first down.
6'1", 192. I mean, if you look at this chart, 205, 190, 200, 205, 225, 245, 265, 253, 305. These guys are just big.
They are.
They're just big kids.
Kahok's looking at another first down here for the Warriors, as the Warriors are looking to put an exclamation point on this contest, as Hetflish is in shotgun once again. Campagna not out there this time, so they'll hand the ball off to Went once again. And I don't know, man, you trade in Campagna for Went, and I don't think you're losing much as far as poundage goes.
No, and, you know, obviously Lincoln Way West already looking ahead to next week at this point, and probably, you know that Campagna is their ticket to whatever run they're going to make, assuming that this game continues to go the way that it is.
Hersey and Downers Grove got underway at 4 o'clock, so an hour after this one started, that game started. Hersey came in at 10-0, and Downers Grove North came in at 8-2. That's the winner of that game. We'll play the winner of this game in the quarterfinals. There is another snap. Hetflish hands the ball off, and Went will get a first down, and he's still on his feet. Darren Pennell in there trying to knock that ball out and couldn't do it, and I think Pennell might have hurt his arm.
Yes, he did.
And that is his left arm.
Oh, he's back up.
Yeah, he's back up.
No, it's his right arm.
Oh, yeah, it's his right arm. Maybe a little stinger.
I don't know. He's I don't like the looks of this.
Well, Amanda Bauer looking up in the shoulder area. Pennell went down to one knee, so we have a injury timeout, maybe. Looks like Pennell's going to come off the field, so it won't be a very long one, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. Pennell comes off. Coach Rhodes out there checking on his senior quarterback. And that will mean that Amari Rogers-Parrott comes back in as free safety. In shotgun once again is Hetflish. Once again, he has Went behind him as the lone running back. They've switched out from Campagna to Went and haven't really lost a beat. Went takes the handoff. Boy, he holds on to that ball for dear life, doesn't he?
Yes,
he
sure
let
does.
That thing go. Chase Reynolds in on the tackle. A gain of about 3 on the play. Will bring up a second down and 7. 9:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Lincoln Way West in no particular hurry to get these plays off.
No, I just got my eyes on Pennell here on the sidelines. He still looks to be in pretty fair amount of pain. Hard to tell if it's his arm or his shoulder.
Well, he's got plenty of attention down there, that's for sure. Even Coach Rhodes is taking his eyes off the field and hanging out with his quarterback as Went goes up the middle again, and he'll have the first down after he lands right on the 49-yard line, which is where they needed to get for the first down. So another fresh set of downs coming up here for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors just methodically moving the chains down the field, chewing time off the clock, which is exactly what they want and need to be able to do.
And another first down, and this one 1 yard into Kahok territory as we are under 9 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. All the Warriors players looking at their little wristbands to find out what play has been called. And Another first down snap and a fake handoff to Campagna. Down the middle they go, wide open, trotting in Jacob Reza, touchdown Warriors.
Well, nobody expected that, including Collinsville's defense. So that's going to put another 6 points on the board for Lincoln Way West. And they will come out for the point after try here with just over 8.5 minutes left in this football game.
42-13 right now, pinning the extra point, which would be a 30-point lead by Lincoln Way West. As once again, Zach Hermanson is on to try the point after.
Good news, Darren Pinnell up off of the bench.
There's the kick, and it is through. So another score makes it 43-13 in favor of Lincoln Way West. Timeout comes your way, and we'll be back with the ensuing kickoff after this timeout on the Kahok Sports
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, 8:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Kickoff to Collinsville, deep once again, and Ryan McIntyre takes it at the 5. He's across the 20, and he's across the 25, jumps over a would-be tackler, and then gets thrown down at about the 30-yard line. So not bad starting field position for Collinsville, but boy, oh boy, that last possession not coming away with points really hurts.
Yeah, that was, you said it best. I mean, that was pretty much a necessity if you want to have a chance in this football game. And not scoring and, giving up the football and giving up another touchdown, all of a sudden, you play till the buzzer blows, but things are not looking good for a bus trip next week for our Kahawks.
No, they are not. As Darren Pinnell remains on the sideline, Chase Reynolds is in at quarterback now. And Chase, he's been back there a couple of times this year, 3 for 3. 119 yards and a couple of touchdown passes. He'll keep the ball. He's on the run, and I don't think anybody's going to catch Chase Reynolds. He's going to pick up a 69-yard touchdown run.
Hey, baby, how about that?
No flags on the play.
Number 1, Chase Reynolds. First carry of the game from the Wildcat position. Breaks 2 tackles and off to the races. So a little bright spot here for your Collinsville Kahawks with only took 15 seconds, I think, to score that.
8:15 on the clock. 69-yard touchdown run by Chase Reynolds. And Collinsville inches a little closer, which now it makes you really wish they would have scored on that last possession.
Oh, don't say it. Yeah, that gave seniors Bryce Limp and Cole McCluskey at least one more chance to run those flags up and down the track.
Yeah.
It might be Bryce's mom just videoed it, so that might be their last trip, man. These seniors have
2-point conversion try here. Reynolds throws, and he's got KJ, but KJ caught the ball at the 1-yard line and then gets pushed out of bounds. So 2-point conversion no good. And that makes the score 43-19 in favor of Lincoln Way West. Flag on the play. Is there? Well, somebody picked it up and put it back in their pocket, but I haven't seen a sign on what it's about. So I guess it's not going to make up much of a difference right now.
No, and, this speaks a lot to Coach Colton Rhodes because Darren Pinnell is up and ready to get back in this football game. But Coach Rhodes knows that he has aspirations to play college football. And, putting Chase Reynolds in at quarterback just shows that Coach Rhodes is looking out for these kids' best interests and their future. I think that's a very mature, caring decision by Coach Rhodes.
Yep. I agree. So Collinsville will have the kickoff. And they don't have a guy back deep at the 20-yard line. Chase Markowitz stands. So kick it over his head. It's going to skip right past him. And they're going to let it roll into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah, just as I said that, Pinnell went and talked to Rhodes again, and Rhodes patted him on the back, gave him a big hug. Defensive coordinator Coach Mack consoles Pinnell, gives him a hug. I think Pinnell knows that his days as a Kahawk have probably just come to an end.
Well, he'll be back on the baseball field in March, I'm sure. But as far as football is over, yep, that was probably the last hurrah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've watched these seniors grow up since they've been little guys, and you've got Pinnell and you've got KJ Thorpe-Swat and Zay Norton and Roland Arms and Isaiah Gordon, and it's been a fun run with this bunch of kids.
Sure has. I've enjoyed these last 3 years of Kahawk football immensely. All right, 1st and 10 now, and a handoff. We're going to go to another running back here for Lincoln Way West, and doesn't matter really who they put back there. It seems to be successful. This go around, it's Jack Duvall, and Jack got about 5 yards on the run.
Also in that senior group, kicker Nick Shantz and big Ryan Davidson, calling him Big Red. Corey Patton, our center, he's another guy that's played with these guys for a long time. Thomas Kohler obviously got hurt earlier in the year, but we want to wish him a farewell.
7:40 left to play here in the fourth. Another handoff, and up the middle it goes again, and this time it'll result in a first down on another carry by Jack Duvall. And right now, Lincoln Way West, I would imagine just a steady diet of run plays. Chew up the clock, chew up the yards.
That's exactly right. While we're at it, so we don't leave anybody else out, seniors Darius Williams, Jalik Nelson, and Amari Berry, along with Ryan McIntyre, all guys that will be missed here on these sidelines, but we want to thank them all for, like you said, not only an incredible 3 years, but a record-breaking and record-setting 3 years.
Yeah, sure was, sure is. So we can do it again next year, but we're going to have vastly different players to do it with, that's for sure. Here's a snap, and another handoff goes to Duvall, and this time he'll get a modest gain and get shoved backwards, but he'll pick up a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
So Lincoln Way West just continuing to ground and pound here. Number 70, Aiden Jordan, got some action there for the Kahawks. He's a big kid, 6'2", 235. Looks like he's a sophomore. So we'll probably see him here in the next year or two.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll have Mr. Chase Reynolds at quarterback next year, but, you know, you never can tell. We thought we were going to have Ethan Bagwell this year, but he opted out. So that's why we had Pinnell back there, and Pinnell's done a fine job. And here is Duvall, and he's on the run, trying to get tracked down from behind by Darius Williams. Williams trying to knock that ball out in the process, but that's a huge pickup there for Mr. Duvall.
Yeah, but, boy, I'll tell you what, Darius turned on the afterburners, man. He closed ground quickly, showing some speed out there.
Big chunk of real estate picked up there all the way down to the 19-yard line. 6 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter, and another fresh set of downs here for Lincoln Way West. Ball on the 19-yard line, and the Warriors are in no hurry. Play clock down to 10 seconds. And once again, the quarterback, Chase Hetflish, hands the ball off. That's got to be the easiest part about being a quarterback, man. Let's hand the ball off 90% of the time. Get out of the way.
Exactly right. Nice hit by sophomore Cordell Kaufman out of Collinsville. Some of the younger guys getting some action here as the season seems to be winding down.
No gain on the play, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors as we approach 5 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Thank you all for watching. We had some record live viewers last week and this week. Last week we were over 600 watching live, and this week we made it up to 800, but that's starting to drop off a little bit here as folks are starting to realize that this game is no longer going to be a winnable game for Collinsville.
They've got some sunshine left in the day they want to take advantage of.
Here's another handoff. That one is going to go to Ryan Luke, a 5'10", 179-pound senior running back. They have a few running backs by committee here for Lincoln Way West, and I'll tell you what, man, not a one of them's been too shabby.
No, like I said, if you just look at their roster on paper, it looks vastly different from our roster.
Yeah, it sure does.
So sometimes you just run into a team that's bigger, faster, and stronger, Todd.
Yeah.
You know, so no shame in the Kahawks game.
Oh, no, not at all. Ryan Luke gets another carry, and he kind of stumbled and tripped over his own legs there for a while, but still gets positive yardage out of it up to the 10-yard line. That's going to be real close to a first down, if not a first down.
Luke, the ball carrier, brings up 4th and 1.
Looks like it'll be 4th and 1.
Yep.
Collinsville will have a chance to snag a turnover on downs.
But we're kind of late in this game.
We are. Lincoln Way West using up all of their play clock. We also want to thank you, Todd. You know, I'm out and about in the community, and people just tell me how much they appreciate all you do. It's amazing how many different games you cover and how you champion these kids. So I don't think you probably get thanked enough. So from me and the rest of our community, thank you, sir.
I appreciate it, and I do get thanked a lot, by the way.
Good.
Either through text messages or Facebook posts or post on the old Kahok Sports Network Facebook page, and even when I'm out and about in the community myself, you know, going out to restaurants and bars and things like that. It's nice to get that pat on the back and that thank you, and I enjoy doing it, man. I love what I do.
Well, what you've created here is certainly unique, and we're lucky to have it. And we mentioned this earlier in the year, you've inspired other communities to do the same thing.
Yeah, Belleville East has their program up and running, and they do a fine job with Steven Stock on the call on most games. And I get questions all the time. I try to help out as best I can. I know that Maine West, they want to start doing the same thing too. So they picked my brain a little bit when I was there last week. And
nice.
I'm always willing to help.
Leaving a legacy across the media bandwaves.
Media landscape has gotten quite crowded lately, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, timeout taken by Lincoln Way West, and they have 2. And they'll bring in their backup quarterback now. Drew Litke comes out and takes the snap and keeps the ball himself and tries to pick up the first down. And all depends on the spot where they have this. It will be a first down. So it'll be 1st and goal for Lincoln Way West as their backup quarterback, Drew Litke. I believe that's who that was. He's a senior also, so their backup quarterback is a senior. Their starting quarterback, a junior.
Call for a ride, please do so. Call for your ride.
And the Warriors are just letting this clock continue to run down. They are in no hurry to snap that ball before the play clock gets down to about the final 5-6 seconds. Here's a snap and a handoff, and inside the 10-yard line it goes once again. And once again, that's Luke, the ball carrier, but he didn't get much.
Nope. Every time they run the ball, that's good for another 40 seconds off of the play clock. No 2-minute warning in high school football.
Nope. And I would think Lincoln Way West probably not even really wanting to score again. They just want to chew up the time. As we approach 2 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter, Lincoln Way West is going to walk out of here and head to the state quarterfinals in Class 7A play next week against Hersey or Downers Grove North, one of those two teams. That game got going an hour after this one got going, so they're probably just now into the 3rd quarter.
Well, good luck to the Lincoln Way West Warriors. They've played hard. You know, they seem like a class act. Brought a good crowd with them.
Sure did.
You know, so best of luck to them as they move forward and as we transition into our winter sports season. Everybody Make sure you keep KahokSports.com on your favorites tab. There'll be a lot of winter sports brought to you.
Got hockey starting next week. Got some bowling about 10 days after that, and then we're off to basketball season after that's over with. And, basketball season's always a lot of fun, especially that Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament at the end of December.
Yeah, I think that we just got information about the tournament not too long ago there at Chiropractic Works. We love to participate in the Prairie Farms tournament, and we always just pray that Todd's voice makes it through the tournament.
3 days of basketball. Well, kind of got some help now. Zach Roseman and Matt Clark kind of helped me out doing some games these days.
That's good. Calling every one of those games too much, man.
Oh, yeah. I did that for the first couple of years, and I tell you what, I was always I was surprised at the end of the third day that I still had a voice. But I tell you what, you want to talk about some slap-happy individuals up there.
Yeah, you got that right.
I'm just glad I haven't said anything stupid in that delirium state of mind.
I usually handle that for you.
Yeah, there you go. Timeout on the field, 1:03 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and this game, 43-19 in favor of Lincoln Way West. They'll have a nice long 4-hour happy bus ride back home.
Look at Collinsville sideline. They're still holding up the fourth down sign.
Yep.
You know, they're going to play to the very last whistle. You got to love that.
So fourth down and goal here for Lincoln Way West, and that's going to be a turnover on downs as Roland Arms comes in and takes care of Drew Litke. So Collinsville will get the ball back, and they'll have 59.7 seconds to do something with it.
Yep, probably the final play of his Kahawk career. Roland Arms makes a big tackle. He gets embraced by Coach Mack. Coach Mack embracing Zay Norton. It's an emotional time.
Oh, yeah.
When you've come to the end of something you've been working for since you were a little kid. And it takes a little while to process.
Yeah, especially for these seniors because, unless you're going to go on to college and play some football, this is probably the last time you'll play on a football field on a team of individuals all wearing the same colors.
That is true.
There's a handoff as Pinella's back in there. He hands the ball off to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds thought about throwing it, but instead he tucks it in, and he's going to run, and he'll run out of bounds in front of his bench and be taken out about the 37-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 50.6 seconds left to play here in this one.
Well, nice run by Reynolds. We were looking for that little trick play again. He was looking to pass the ball down the field, and we had nothing doing there, so Chase just tucks the ball, and, he's kind of sneaky fast.
Yeah.
Right? He looks so smooth, but guys have a hard time catching up with him.
Now Reynolds lines up as a slot receiver on the far side. Pinella in shotgun going back to pass. He'll throw it down the middle, and he'll throw it too far for Amari Rogers-Parrott to handle, and incomplete pass will stop the clock with 45.5 seconds left to play.
Yep, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Collinsville on their own 37-yard line. Here late in this game, you see a lot of the coaches hugging it out, players hugging it out, and what a fun season it's been. Congratulations to the coaching staff, the players, the school. Athletic director Clay Smith does a great job of putting this whole thing on, and it's been a fun ride.
Yep, sure has. Now if Reynolds back in at quarterback, he'll roll out to his right, trying to direct some traffic, gets past another would-be tackler, puts on some good moves, and gets up to the 40-yard line.
See what I'm saying? He's just slick, man. Yeah. That should do it for this football game, I would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Collinsville's going to use another timeout. They might run one more play. Let's see if we can air it out and get a touchdown. 3 wide receivers on the far side, including Darren Pinnell, who played wide receiver last year. Reynolds back to pass, throws a little floater down for Pinnell, but he throws it a little bit too high over his head, and that'll stop the clock with 11.3 seconds left. And it'll bring up 4th down, so time for one more play.
Yeah, Coach trying to let Pinnell catch a ball on his way out. I like that.
Yeah, it's the only thing he doesn't have this year is a catch.
Is a catch.
Yeah, got plenty of running yards, plenty of passing yards, but no reception yards. And they break out of the huddle once again, and they'll send Pinnell out as a wide receiver again on that far side.
Same play.
Yep. Here's a snap. Rolling, and next time Reynolds is going to keep it, and then he'll head back the other direction. and try to cut it upfield. He'll get around the corner. He's got some room to run, and he's going to go up the sideline. And it looks like the Kahawks are going to get another touchdown as time runs out.
How about that?
Wow.
Chase Reynolds falls down. He's tired, folks.
Yeah, I'm sure. So a 59-yard run after a 49-yard or a 69-yard run.
I think they threw a flag.
Did they really?
Come on.
Why did you do that?
Come on.
Yeah, it's against Lincoln Way West, so the touchdown's going to stand.
No, they'll get a chance at the point after, I think.
Yeah.
The flag was for an illegal block on the Kahawks.
Well, I don't think they're going to let him kick the extra point.
Good.
I don't know why they're directing the players. So, what did he say?
I don't know.
Jim Seka with a live mic just said that's the worst group of officials. Oh, boy.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. 43-25 is going to be the final score. I mean, what are they doing down there? I don't know, really. I didn't say that. I thought it was against Lincoln Way West. Well, wouldn't they decline it and take the touchdown?
Why would you even throw a flag there?
I know,
it's just
exactly.
ridiculous.
As time runs out, you're going to throw a flag.
Silly.
So I don't understand because I guess, yeah, we got to take the points off the board now.
They called that back.
Man, so we're going to get one more play.
Good God.
Man, I tell you what. What a Debbie Downer. Here's Pinnell back for one more pass. He's going to launch it into the corner of the end zone. Got KJ open, and it got knocked out, and that's going to do it. 43-19, final score. Thank you very much, Dr. Chris. We will see you.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate it.
We'll see you
in
during the basketball season.
You got it. Thanks.
All right, that is Dr. Chris McCluskey. Time now for the post-game show. Brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great services served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call in for carry-out orders. LC's Pub, 618-855-9007. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok
Looking for a
Sports
little
Network.
bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. We are trying to get this quickly so Mr. Drew Cordes can get down there and hang out with his guys. And Coach just wasn't meant to be, man. Just kind of hard traction out there getting going on offense.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. I mean, it's a really good team. You get in the second round of IHSA playoffs. It doesn't matter who you're playing. It doesn't matter what class you're in. You're facing a really good team. And hats off to them. They played their butts off. They just were very physical with us, and they just beat us. You know, it was one of those games where it doesn't matter what you kind of draw up. It's just not in the cards.
Yeah, I know that you're the offensive guy, but, man, that defense had a hard time bringing down Campagna. He just, ran all over the place.
Our defense has been lights out all year. Sometimes you're just going to have those games like that. When you see a very physical runner like that, there's a reason why they do what they do. They don't have to be the fastest ones. When you run the ball hard and you give everything you got, it's really hard to bring you down as a running back. I mean, you saw what Chase was doing today towards the end of the game. I mean, he's not the biggest guy. He's not the fastest guy. But when you have that mentality of I'm not getting tackled, it's real hard to bring you down.
Thanks for the visit, man. I know you want to go down and hang
Yes,
out with
sir.
your guys.
Hey, I just got to give one thing real quick. You know, this program, last few years, you know, this isn't taken for granted. Okay, a playoff game, a playoff win is not taken for granted. We need to be better as a community. I'm sorry to call some of you people out, but you guys don't understand what these players have put in through for the past 3 or 4 years. All the times they spent away from their family, all the sacrifices that they've made, and to come out here and hear some of the to hear some of the negativity towards our guys, I think that's embarrassing. And if this is a bad thing for me to say, I'm sorry, but it needs to be said. These guys have way too much heart out here to be told negative things about them. They play their butts off. They put in more time than anybody else has. If they had 25 hours a day, they'd work for 25 hours. So we need to be better going towards. This is not taken for granted. We're going to come back next year, and we expect a lot of support. God bless.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that is Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator for your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take another break and come back and wrap
Looking
things up
for a
here
little bite
on
to
the
eat
LC's
in a
Pub
nice,
postgame
friendly
show on the
establishment
Kahawk
before
Sports
heading out
Network.
to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville, just blocks from Collinsville High School. LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville, just blocks from Collinsville High School. LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
And once again, welcome back to the LC's Pub postgame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville loses this second round playoff game 43-19 to the Warriors of Lincoln Way West, thus ending the Kahawk football season as Collinsville finishes at 6-5 on the year, and we'll look forward to next year. Our next live stream broadcast comes your way Monday. We start hockey season and winter sports. Collinsville taking on Belleville from the RP Lumber Center on Monday at 7:45. We'll be on the air at around 7:30. We'll have another game for you on Tuesday from the East Alton Ice Rink against the Granite City Warriors, also scheduled for 7:45. That's the only two games that we have for you next week. A big thank you to everybody involved. As always, Colton Rhodes joining us on the pregame show, and Drew Cordes, the offensive coordinator, joining us on the postgame show. A big thank you again to Brad Skirtich, Dr. Brad Skirtich, the superintendent of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, joining us on the halftime show. And as always, a big thank you to Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. My name is Todd Duke, and until Monday night for some Kahok hockey, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your weekend.